What up, chat? What's going on? Hey, hey. Good morning, good morning. Should be a very, very interesting day, guys. A very interesting day. So loud. All right. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Today should be a very interesting day. Wow, my chat's purple today. I don't know how I feel about that. That's all right. All right, so welcome back. Welcome back to a brand new NY session. Guys, it's gonna be a good day today. I'm saying this because I'm expecting a lot of volume here, based off of what price they show me right now. I don't know. Yeah, so based off of what price is showing me, I'm expecting a lot of clean ranges today, a lot of clean traffic, a lot of clean positions we can probably have today. But let's take a look. Do you have any news? No. You have USD trade balance, yellow folder, very minor at 8:30. So there's that. Let's start the Zoom call real quick. Boom. Boom. All right. So you have USD news at 8:30 with CAD news. Very minor. You have more minor news at 10 a.m. And I guess that's it for the most part. Anything after that gets a bit. Anything after that gets a bit. There's not much going on for a day. Yeah, so it should be like yesterday. It should be a pretty chill day, pretty chill, relaxed day. And you got more news tomorrow. Tomorrow you got some USD crude oil inventories, and then Thursday you got USD CPI. So that should be something. And then top of the week off, you have unemployment change for Canadian dollar on the Friday. But until then, looks good. You know, looks like a pretty chill week. So let me just send the Discord real quick, and then we'll get started on the analysis. All right. But yeah, London session was clean, guys. Or late London, pre-NY, I'll say. Like late London, pre-NY. Super clean day today, for the most part. Caught some gold buys for 20 pips. I'll explain in a bit. But yeah, moving on to let's start off with gold here for a day. So, gold for the week looks like we are bullish, obviously, right? So the weekly, we discussed how this week's candle should continue up towards $20-$34 a weekly target. We discussed on Monday with the fact that we closed above the range yesterday. So today's candle, you're expecting price to drive up towards the top of the range to fill these areas right here. So we're expecting those levels to get tapped today. I believe for us to get buys today, though, I think the day time from closed bullish day as well. So we actually closed yesterday right below this resistance. We never closed above. But that doesn't mean that price is going to reject at any given point today. We can still drive further up, right? So with price pushing up now, I am expecting the next targets to get tapped at 2029. That was my first, or 2027. That was my first initial target for a day. Next target is like 2037, and then eventually like 2063. But let's focus on one range at a time first, all right? So overall, obviously bullish for a day. Looking left, you have all this clean traffic to drive price up. I believe tomorrow will be a lot cleaner. Especially if price ends up closing above 2001 today. So tomorrow should be very interesting. Whose mic is that? Boom, boom, boom. Mute upon entry. All right, so yeah, looking left, you have all this clean traffic here. But what you need first as a confirmation on a daily is you need a closure on the daily. So if you close above today, expect tomorrow to be an algo day. So dropping down to the forward candle looks like we are closing above the range here. Price create a resistance here, create a support here. We're in this range for I think half a day. Not bad, you know, a day or so. Price closed above the range, closed above. So this count should continue up to fill this wick, and for the rest of the range, look on left as you closed above that forward resistance, right? So this is your resistance over here. Let's scroll left and see what's up. So now you're asking yourself, well, where do you have clean traffic until? You have clean traffic until 2014 here, 2014 or even like 2013.500 here. That's your next resistance. This is your current support right here. This is the current range that you're going to spend a lot of time in within this 4-hour range. But at any given point, maybe the 9 a.m. candle at the 4-hour candle, if we close above 2013, you can look to continue up towards the next resistance at 2034 here. So expecting price and expecting volume pushes up today, especially if you stay above 2013. It should be a very interesting day. But overall, this wick should get filled looking left at 2021. So expecting that to occur. With this whole concept here of this wick getting filled and this 4-hour range breaking out, keep that in the back of your mind as you drop down to a smaller time frame now, right? So drop down to a smaller time frame. You see the 30, you see the 1 hour. We are starting to form a support right here at 2005. So this now becomes your support, right? Or this now becomes your support down here. Let me just put it down to 30 so it's much clearer and cleaner. So this now becomes your support. And this is your resistance here at 2010, right? So if I want buys for a day, I understand, or buys for the next range, I understand that this is the range that we're currently in. And for us to actually break out, you're going to need a breakout. You're going to need a closure above this range to indicate that we're breaking out of resistance. So once you break above 2010.4411, you should continue up easily towards like 2017.201 here. And overall, you're expecting price to drive up to fill those ranges there. But yeah, a closure above here would be clean. Maybe we'll get like a 1 hour closure above these wicks here, because the 1 hour resistance is like somewhere here. It's like a minor resistance here. So if this 1 hour candle in 20 minutes here at 7 a.m. closes above this range here, you can expect price to drop up to fill top of the range. Up here, looking left, you have all this clean traffic here on gold here. All right. So yeah, should be a pretty clean day. Pretty solid day. All right. Let me just put buys above here. It would be great if we get a fake out so we can get to this range as well. Like if we can get a fake out above like 2003, and then drive back up into the range, that'd be lovely as well. Something like this, right? You close below, and then all of a sudden you come back into the range. You close above the range like this. You can look to drive back up to retest the highs and fill the rest of the range at like 2017. That'd be great. It's either you get this scenario, right? This would be dope as well, or you get just a simple breakout of the range like that to drive up. Those two scenarios is what I'm looking for here on gold, and that's what we're gonna wait for. All right, pretty chill day. Moving on to GJ here. GJ for the week looks like we are bearish here. So GJ for the week closed below this weekly range earlier this week. You now have clean traffic until next level support, which is gonna be down here at the 149 mark. So expecting price to drop down. Looking left, you have all this clean traffic, pushing price down towards these ranges down here. So expecting that to happen. With that in the back of your mind for the week, data bias is bearish as well. We actually closed pretty clean on the daily today, a lot cleaner in gold. You close slightly below the support here, so you're expecting now for price to drive down to fill the rest of the range, and that rest of the range will take you down towards the bottom of this range down here at like 149 339, I believe. So right, because now look, this is a resistance, this is a range here, and now that we're breaking back into the range, expecting this kind of flip bearish today to drive further down. What price is doing right now is it's creating a top wick. As long as it respects this high right there, the previous daily candle high, this candle should flip at any given point to drive further down. So I mean, how big is this top wick right now on the daily? Looks like we are, yeah, like a 91 pip top wick, and then if you flip bearish, it's 149 pips going down, right? 149, 159 pips going down. But overall, if I want sells for a day here, let's see, 4 candle looks like we are in this range still. You have a resistance here, you have a support here, you have some minor resistance here. That's interesting. Yeah, if I want sells for a day today, I think there's a resistance here that I want us to break below. If we break below the support, there's a high chance we can drive further down towards the next support level, which is going to be, or even below here. Yeah, I guess below there. And then you have clean traffic until the support down here on GJ. It's not bad. Yeah, but I think you're definitely gonna need to break below 151.486 here, or wait for a 1 hour closure below this range, right? Because the 30-minute support and the 1 hour support are two different levels, and they're two different ideals. So if you want a 1 hour closure, you need a closure below 151.535, which is this one. And then if you need a 30-minute support or closure, you need a closure below here instead, because this is the most recent support we formed on a 30. But yeah, if this happens, we should be good. And then looking left, you're gonna have like clean traffic after. into the next range of support, which should take you down here towards like 157.14 ish levels. All right, not bad. GG looks very clean today, so we're in good hands. GG and gold actually, both are clean. A lot of volume. Could actually take advantage. All right, that'll be a fake out if we close back into the range, because this is a range we formed. This is a range 1 breakout. If price breaks back into the range, expect the rest of the range to get filled, coming down towards 151.072 here. Should be pretty solid. GG's not trash. GG has volume. Like, even this breakout indicated volume. Although we didn't break out in the right direction, we still broke out. And you need a volume to break out, right? So now this indicates volume. So if you break back into the range, expect more volume to drive price further down. Overall, it should be clean. Should be clean. Just be careful on gold here. Gold might give you a fake out, I believe, because this forward candle bottom wick wasn't that great, right? Because look, this is your resistance on gold here, right? This resistance here at 2000. Price created a bottom wick, cool, that was dope, but you didn't come down to retest the most recent support. So at any given point, this forward candle, since it's still open, could come further down to create a steeper bottom wick. For all we know, as long as you respect the previous forward low, which is down here, this thing is valid to drive up after creating a bottom wick. So for all we know, we can just drive up like this, but have a bottom wick like this, right? Who knows? This can happen. It's possible. So if we were to come down now to create a steeper bottom wick and break below that forward low, what's gonna happen on a small time frame? Most likely, what's gonna happen is we're probably gonna be breaking below the range like this, right? You're gonna be breaking below the range like this, and if you break below the range like that, that's a fake out. Expect price to drive back up to the range, since it's a range 1 breakout, to continue up after that occurs. And this low that price is doing, or this 4-hour fake out or 30-minute fake out, will just be a 4-hour steeper bottom wick on a new 4-hour candle formed to drive further up. And that's all that is. That's all that reading candles backwards is. And that's the story that price may be telling you if that were to happen, right? But it's just scenarios we're plotting out, and until we actually get those scenarios, there's no positions or anything like that. Yeah, pretty clean. I'm actually gonna clip that because high chance this forward candle will be a fake out. Very high chance. It's just this 4-hour candle is very tough here. Or sorry, the 1-hour candle is very tough here. It would have been better if this 1-hour candle closed bullish above at 7 AM above this resistance here. It would have been a lot cleaner, right? Because then you have the next 1-hour candle expecting price to drive up towards the next resistance up here, right? It would have been a lot cleaner. But since we closed slightly below that resistance, high chance now what price is going to do is just it's gonna probably range here and then spend some time in this range before it pushes again. Could be until 8 AM, who knows, right? But I want a fake out. Yeah, a lot of people got calling buys here, right? If you're one of them, let me know. If you got calling buys here, if you've been on the streams for at least a week, you shouldn't have been calling buys. It was a range 1 breakout. What up, Wix?
Morning.
Good morning. GJ and gold are so clean today. You gotta see it. Yeah, I love it.
I was gonna have overnight positions. I got up at 2.
Uh-huh.
I was up till like 4:30.
Uh-huh.
Passed out. And then there were positions at 5.
Yeah, I got position at 5. I got that. It was like a 20-second trade, no drawdown, buy stops.
Yeah, I woke up at 6:30 again, and I'm like, no way did I wake up for some range just to go back to sleep for the move.
You'll catch something during a while.
Yeah, but now I wake up and this shit looks like range too. But
Yeah. You'll be good, trust me.
oh yeah, I'm not like my saltiness only lasts until the next cup of water.
Nice
And
cup
then
of
that's
water.
it. Oh man.
Where's my chat at? There it is. There's my lovely chat. Good morning, good morning. What?
Hmm?
Nah, not fake, it's real. What's real? What's real? Nah, I don't follow anyone on IG. This is the only page I follow. DVS. This how you know it's real me. I don't follow one person. This is DVS. It's not
Your ass needs a blue check mark.
if you get if I message you first ever, it's a fake account. It's not me. This is my only account. It's Donvo. No underscores, no Z's, no like I don't know if they're doing it. No L's, you know, it's Donvo. That's it. This account right here. And if you can't figure that out and you're getting scammed, you deserve to get scammed because you shouldn't be getting scammed in this day and age at all. Especially with a DM. You want to invest $10,000 to make a return of $1 million within a week? No, like come on, bro. How stupid you gotta be to get scammed? It's happened before too. That's the crazy part. It's happened. A lot of people got scammed with fake accounts, and it's like you deserve to get scammed because you're trying to take a shortcut in life. And if you take shortcuts in life, you're basically getting scammed. There's no shortcuts in life, man. You gotta grind. You gotta do this shit the right way.
We're judging by the amount of people that got their profile hacked like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah.
With that like $200, you know, click here to make 200. A lot of yous were trying to make $200 through a scam. I had like 25, 30 friends reach out to me, be like, yo, I got scammed, my profile's I was like, you didn't get scammed. Your ass was trying to make $200.
Yo, Vin, what's the DM? What's your username? I'll search up right now. I'll check the messages between us, and I'll let you know. Like, you know, I'll show you the DMs.
Oh.
Because that ain't me, brother. I promise you that. That ain't me.
Go work. Nobody's gonna send you $200 to your cell phone. To your Instagram, whatever. Yeah, I WhatsApped you 2 Bitcoin and you said you would double it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also legal too. Like, I wouldn't get into legal trouble. Like, come on. Can we trade? We gotta trade him, brother. We did our analysis. We did a weekly analysis already. From the weekly down to the 1530, and now we're just waiting for whatever I said 10 minutes ago to occur. I drew out the scenarios. I drew what I was expecting price to do, and now we're just gonna sit here and wait for those things to come to us. If they don't come to us, then there's no positions. We simply wait here and we watch candles open, close, move with no hesitation, with our hands under our ass, you know, and just chill. That's it. And that's how simple trading should be. You know, you do your analysis and that's it. You just simply wait, sit here and just chill. Wait for setups to occur. There's no in between. There shouldn't be like any guessing, any predicting. It's just be, if I get this, I do that. If I don't get that, I'm not getting in. Right?
You're such a scammer with all these fake profiles.
I mean, I guess this is why NFTs are good, because you have proof of the blockchain on a blockchain. You know, like
your IG picture should come with a NFT. Like, oh, that's him. That's definitely him.
What point are you looking? We're looking for buys on GJ. Buys on GJ for me would probably be above this resistance at this point. Yeah. above this resistance, because this now becomes a range 2, right? Earlier on it wasn't, because you didn't have this yet. Earlier on you didn't have this information yet to provide that range 1 breakout. But now that you have this breakout over here, right, this breakout range 1, and then now you have this resistance being created, this now becomes a range. So this is a range 1, this is a range 2. If you want buys, you need closure above here to continue up towards next resistance up by 152. Because if it faked out, it would have happened. If it fakes out, it has no reason to go back up to retest 151.751. If it fakes out, it's gonna fake out right now, and it's gonna close in the range at 7 a.m. or at 8 a.m. But it has no reason to flip bullish again and break the highs or close above here. So yeah, buys for me would be above like 151.751. What up, TT? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Can you look at oil? Not right now, brother. Message deleted. Thoughts on range 2 fake out? It's possible. It's definitely possible. There's no way, like, there's no way you can 100% avoid fakeouts. You could try your best to avoid them, but you can't always avoid them. And the range 1 and range 2 thing it decreases the odds of you avoiding the first range breakout fakeouts. But at any given point, you can still get faked out on a range 1 or range 2. So it's not 100%, but just like any other trade we take, nothing's ever 100%. It's just 85%, you know, probability wise, of a higher chance to succeed than fail with the rules we implemented and applied. Good morning from South Africa. Good morning. What's up, Cake? What's up, man? Dawn on buys above gold, awesome highs eventually. What will we look for? There's no data till left. You just wait. You just gotta wait. Like, you gotta wait until you have some type of retracement, and you can use that information to catch the range back up. So for instance, like, let's say we're at all-time highs here. All right, let's say this is all-time highs, and then what you want is you want this to happen. You want information to form, so price to print candles. And then once you've print information, you can now use that as clean traffic, driving price back up to retest the highs, and that's it. But it's going to be very difficult and hard to predict price action, like where price will go once you're at all-time highs, because there's no solid information. There's no resistance. There's no support anywhere to determine that. So at that point, you're just guessing. And for me, at that point, I'll stay out. I'll just go back to trading GJ for a bit until gold retraces or something.
I mean, what are we doing here, right? We're doing analysis. What kind? Technical, right? TA. Technical analysis is what? The study of historical price data. If we don't have any historical price data, we can't do technical analysis, because there was never a price in history that we can analyze, go back to, and take advantage of as you know, as a key support, as a key resistance. It just never happened yet. We don't know where it'll be. It's really arbitrary. So how are we going to do what we do every morning on something that doesn't exist? You can't, right? It's gotta come into existence first. So let gold, you know, breathe it into existence, or price it into existence, whatever new high will form. And then once it exists, you know, once it's a physical, tangible thing where we can tell, hey, there's a level that exists here, then we could start taking advantage of it. But start taking advantage of a level that hasn't formed or doesn't exist wouldn't be technical analysis. It wouldn't be the study of historical data. It would just be predicting future data, which is what we don't do here. You know, we don't create predictions. There's no fucking Nostradamus. We don't work with Miss Cleo. You know, call me now and I tell you your future. No, let it happen, and then we'll figure out where it's going once we have historical data.
Man, we have a lot of banned users. And I'm trying to find this one person. And it's a long list, my friend. Like, from now on, if you get banned from chat by the mods, you get banned from chat by the mods. I'm not gonna go back and unban you. Like, I don't know. If you got banned, you just make a new account or something. But I don't know. This, and it sucks because I can't even search for your username. I gotta like manually go through.
Like thousands?
Yeah, I gotta go through each and every name. Like there's, and bro, it got to a point where it says show 1,000 more. Like we banned so many people. Like not thousands, for like 400 more. But like if you get banned from chat, don't DM me asking me to unban you. I just mods ban you for a reason, right? And it's I don't know. I can't even justify why you got banned, to be honest, because half the time I'm not like paying attention to those things. So just come here with respect and show love, and like, you know, we'll be vibing. But if you come here and you're acting like, you know, act a little off, then mods might have to attack you. And yeah, sorry, but it's how it gotta be. Okay, there we go. I found your name, bro, so I'm gonna remove you. All right, but to anyone else that's about to get banned in the near future, just be careful in chat.
We're gonna replace your name with somebody else's. Why'd they get banned? They tell you?
Yeah, but when you get banned, you can still watch the streams, you know?
They did tell you why they got banned?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
They should know.
I don't know. Half the time they don't know. They're like, I don't know what I did. Yeah. I didn't do anything. I'm like, all right, man. But even if he did get unbanned, like if he does it again, he'll get banned again. So it doesn't matter anyways, right?
What are the rules?
Just be respectful. That's it.
Fucking respectful. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, just be respectful. That's it. That's all that is. Don't ask for much. Like honestly, like I'm okay with spamming. Like I'm okay with people spamming because like they're trying to get the message across. I get that. But if they're being rude, then it gets a bit, you know, tough. All right, so this 1 hour count closed here. This 1 hour count on gold closed. The GJ closed disgusting. It closed right at this resistance, and it closed like kind of doji, but not really. 30-minute candle closed with no top wick. I might consider actually just removing the buys above here for now, and then maybe we might get buys above. Let's see. Or I'm just gonna leave it here, but I'll let you guys know. Yeah.
Range 2 would be over there because we established the resistance for range 2. Once we create a support here, we have this second range, right?
You have like this 4 hour candle that closed respecting this resistance here. So this 4 hour candle right now at any given point could just reject to flip bearish to come back down to retest the bottom of this range. Just be careful. Look at this 4 hour candle. I know it's bullish, but it closed right at that resistance.
But if for range 2 breakouts, you'll see it re-break its own high and probably close above those zones to the left.
Come with the 1 hour candle.
Yeah, but on the 4 hour, it'll re-break its own high. If it does that, I mean, I'm gonna look for buys. If we re-break its own high and then at 8 we're closing above 151.750. I'm gonna look for buys. But if we close back in range, back below 151.500, then we just faked out, and we're gonna look for sells. I'm not a big fan of when the daily candle closes at support or resistance.
Yeah.
Or the higher time frames in general.
Yeah, I close right at that resistance. Here, gold. If you look at gold here, so gold didn't close above the resistance we had, but what it did do was, because this is a 30-minute resistance, right? But what it did do was on the 1 hour candle, it formed a support here. So this now becomes your support on the 1 hour, right? Right here. And now this becomes your resistance up here at 2017. So if now you're starting to form support on the 1 hour candle, closing bullish on support above the most recent resistance to the left there, this candle here after creating a bottom wick should flip bullish. And once it breaks its highs, it looks like it should drive up to the top of the range here, because we have a solid 1 hour closure on gold here. That's very interesting. And the 4 candle will also be rebreaking the highs as well. You can wait till 7:30 if you want. If you're not comfortable with the 1 hour candle, you can wait for the 30-minute candle to break out that range at 7:30 above this resistance. I think that's what I may wait for just an extra cherry on top. Just an extra confirmation. It wasn't as clean as a trade from 5:30 earlier this morning because it was a lot different. It was a 4 hour flip, but now that the 4 count's already flipped, this is just a rebreak of the highs. Closure above would be a lot more solid here, but if you're planning to buy off the fact that you have this right here, then wait for the break of these highs here. All right, if you don't enter on a flip, enter on a rebreak of the highs. The previous kind of high. You should have, how big are stops here? 36 pips on current candle lows and like 70 pips on previous candle lows. TP's up here for like 60 pips overall. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, the 5 a.m. position was way cleaner.
It was so clean. It was very clean.
Because you didn't have this resistance formed here where you have buys above here right now at 201040. It wasn't there. Now that we formed, it's a little tougher.
I'm already in a buy, but yeah, I probably should have waited. The only reason I say wait is just because the 30-minute candle closed below this resistance, right? So since it closed, like, you kind of have to add a... The way I think about it is, if the 30-minute candle were to close above, you're in a much better position because you can answer in the flip, right? But since the 30-minute closed above, at this point, you want to wait for the 1 hour break the highs. It's just evens out the probability. Because right now you're at disadvantage with the 30-minute being at resistance. But the whole idea behind this trade here is just the 1 hour candle. This candle should just continue up after former support here to retest 2017 and do something like this. All right, that's what you're looking for. But wait for the break of the highs. You shouldn't be in drawdown once you activate the buy stops. Once you break the highs, if you guys are looking for positions on a break of the highs. All right, not bad. And this can't literally go anywhere because the bottom wick is the bottom wick can literally come down to like 2006, 2005 for all I know. As long as this 1 hour candle respects the previous 1 hour low, once you officially break the previous 1 hour high, it should be just good. There's clean traffic here, especially above here. You have this range to get filled from 2012 to like 2016. It should be a quick position to drive up. It'll be much better though if it was 8 a.m. but 7:30 is fine. Oh yeah, 15-minute closure, well, not bad. Yeah, I think I prefer a 30 closure today. But 15 is not bad because the 15 hasn't closed above before. All these 15-minute counts have just rejected. You know what the worst thing is? When your wires get stuck to your chair.
Never had that.
Because I have a lot of wires. Like, it's such a tight...
Get some zip ties, dog.
No, it's like my chargers and stuff. I was my chargers. My MacBook charger, my iPad charger, my iPhone charger.
I hear you. You can't zip tie that.
Yeah, you can't zip tie that stuff. Nice sunny day today. Some sun. You gonna play some buy stops? No, I'm gonna have if I have buy stops, I'll tell you guys. I'll be like, guys, I have buy stops right here. This is my TP, this is my stop loss, but I don't have that up on my screen, so therefore I don't. If I do have buy stops, I'll let you guys know. I'm just waiting for a closure right now above. I need a 30-minute candle closure above in 22 minutes here. at 7:30. If we get that, we should be good hands to drive. I'm tired of this music. I'm getting this thing is. I need to change it up. Ooh, not bad. Bottom wick has formed. Where do we tap? That 50-minute support. Nice. Okay. How big are stops now on the current lows? Current lows is 38 pip stop loss. Not bad. On a 1 hour candle. And then 59 pip TP. 60 pip TP. Overall. Break of the 4 highs. The 4 candle will have, I guess, clean range to drive up towards like 20. I guess I could say 2013-ish. Should be clean overall as you close above here, right? Yeah, that should be. Oh no, we close above below. Ooh, that's something. I mean, off the hourly looks a lot cleaner. Let's see, 15-minute count closes in about 5 minutes here.
If we got a 15 closure, I'll probably take it, boys.
You're not comfortable with the buy stops on the 1 hour, right?
If we get a close, and like I said, if we get a closure even on the 15, I'm gonna look for buy stops, but I'm not taking a buy stop unless we actually close above.
Okay, I got you. Gotcha.
It's very hard to place that there on the 1 hour because I haven't had any, like we had bullish momentum right now. We had, I don't know.
Well, you had bullish, you had support, resistance, onion, right?
Yes, but why are you having your resistance over there?
Most recent resistance right here, off this 1 hour, close above there. This is the 1 hour resistance. The 30-minute resistance is up here. It's up like over here somewhere.
Where? I'm on the 1 hour right now. I don't see it there.
So you see this right now? This right here. Look at my screen.
Yeah.
This, like this right here. This. You know what I'm talking about? Like this candle closed above those ranges to the left. These candles have both rejected and never closed above, and this candle closed above. So that once it breaks the size, it should just be clean. That was a 1 hour resistance. The 30-minute, I get the 30 and 15, but this is based off the hourly. Hourly shows that you have resistance right here. These two rejections here, and then you have a strong bullish closure of the blue above those ranges.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like the 30-minute better.
Yeah, I mean, I can get why. Yeah, 30 closes in 18 though. GJ fakeouts.
Honestly, even if we get a 15 closure there, we've never closed above. I mean, if we get a 15 and then a bottom wick and a break of the highs.
Yeah, at the same time.
I just want to trade above all of these wicks.
Yeah, this is your money. Like this is where you have complete clean traffic. I believe once you break the highs here and you clear this area, there's nowhere else to go.
The 4 hour will drive.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go. My issue with the 4 candle is that it's just the previous one didn't close above the resistance. It closed above the most recent, but it didn't close above resistance to the left. That's my issue with the 4 hour candle. But I guess it's like, I mean, it didn't hold me out from taking a trade earlier this morning. So why should it hold me out now?
GJ range too?
Yeah, I see it. 15 closure in about 2 minutes here. I don't know. It's that 1 hour count. Anytime we just flip bearish back into the range. It's gonna be very difficult. It closed right at that resistance. And it has barely bottom wick. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in this 1 hour candle driving on GJ.
For me, it closed. This was a gladiator candle the way I have it marked up because
Oh, Uh-oh. Gold pushing. If we can close above in the 15 here, I'll place buy stops on a 1 hour break of the highs. Worst case, we'll have buy stops above here instead after and use current candles. This thing should drive though. Nowhere else to go for gold really. Didn't break the highs yet. Oh.
Yeah, GJ right here. You see the right there?
Yeah, on a 1 hour.
Yeah, see, kind of like broke above it.
Yeah.
And the next one just barely wicked down, small wick, and flew up, and which was on the 1 hour had this long wick.
I mean, if it drives, it should close above here and then continue up towards 152 100. I think you're tapping off 4 resistance though, right there. Overall, if you want buys, you should see this kind of retrace, and then you get a wick fill on the 15 or you get a wick fill on the 30.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, this 1 hour candle, I don't know. It's tough. Like, pretty tough. Yeah, there you go. Never broke the 1 hour highs. Moving resistance back up to here. 15 closed bullish, right at resistance. Never closed above. 1 hour, I think you need a closure above now. You may get a fake out range 1 or something on gold here probably now. I wonder who took impulse positions today.
I don't want to give MM's name out, but I think he did. Day in the life of Don Vo. Spend 6 hours shoveling snow and then go play volleyball.
And then trade for an hour.
Day in the life. Why you want to spend a day in somebody else's life? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it's interesting. Some people have interesting lives, and what they post is interesting. Some people's lives are fucking like a GJ range. Just chalked. I want to see yours. No, you don't want to see mine.
Chalked. 1 hour can still flip here. You didn't break the lows, bro.
Too ratchet. I'm waiting on this close here for the 30, and if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna go smoke this joint.
This 1 hour on GJ is this. All right. This 15 closed bearish, respecting that support to the left. This thing came further down to create a steeper bottom wick. So now if you want buy stops in the 1 hour candle, your stops are now going to be 50 pips. So it went from a 30 pip stop loss to a 50 pip stop loss. And TP is up here somewhere at 2017.
But if it went all the way down there, never broke, and then rebroke the previous high, I mean...
high chance it's going to rip.
High chance we're going to drive up. Yeah. High chance we're going north, chat.
Good morning,
Northeast.
CJ. Can I look at your GG charts? Yeah, right here. It's just pretty it's not the cleanest day because the levels aren't as clean and clear. So this is the best I can do. I have the support here based off the 1 hour down here. I have this resistance based off the 30 up here. Or I could just move it up to make it cleaner, I guess. That'll make a lot more sense, right? Yeah, there we go. Much cleaner. Yep, this 1 hour candle here, guys. Wait for the 30 to close there. You have about 11 minutes left. I mean, this 15 could just be pulling back. Once it flips bullish again, this 15 could drive to fill his wick for 7 pips minimum and fill the top of the range at 152.036. You have some potential. But I'll stay wait for the 30 at this point. You have 11 minutes left. This music. Because London's been clean the past 2 days.
Yeah. Fucking London, huh?
Oxland cheese. Yeah, London, man. London's been great and awesome. Vill London session. When is a market execution ever valid? Whenever buy stops are valid. It's the same trade. It's just a buy stop is much more efficient because you want the best price possible. Whereas if you're a market execute at those buy stop levels, you could expect price to really because we place our buy stops at levels where we expect volatility, right? So once we get activated, you expect a lot of volume. But if you were to market execute, you might like miss your precise entry. You might get like a slippage off market executing. What up, Mark? Oh wow, 1 hour break the highs here, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's see, 9 minutes, guys. Will we survive? 9 minutes. Nine minutes. Yeah, 1 hour break at a high. Should just go. Water.
Yo, Deepak, thank you for reminding me. I live with 4 women. I just had to go tell them. I completely forgot. Yeah, if you got a woman in your life and you don't want to have a miserable evening, go wish them a happy Women's Day and buy them some flowers, and that's it. Eight minutes, chat.
Eight minutes. Yo, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back in like 20 seconds, chat. Don't go anywhere. Watch that 30-minute candle, by the way, too.
You have 4 wives?
I'm watching you guys.
Yeah, I'm fucking Mormon. Husband. I got 3 daughters that have to know what it's like to be treated nice by a man. So that's why I had to go. Oh, here come the W's. Chat, you already know. I don't even need to commentate here. Like, we know what we're waiting for. I don't need to tell you to just, you know, put your trigger fingers back in your pockets. Just sit on them. Sit on your hands like this. This way, even if you want to take a position, you can't do nothing. Use your nose. We need these closures. No closing, no trade. Ah. I'm gonna go make this bread and ice sandwich. I should probably stop trading myself today, but I can't. You should probably stop trading. Yeah, if you feel like you should probably stop trading, you should definitely stop trading. You're overwhelming yourself with emotions like that. You're overwhelming me. I feel it. When you say I should probably stop trading, I'm over here like, ooh, probably should stop trading. Like, yeah, those are unnecessary emotions. You know, that's extra stress and extra. You know. Oh yeah. Spam dubs, guys. Anyone who took that?
Took what? Took what? Trying to see here. There's a resistance here. You close right at it.
And we didn't just close right at it. We closed right at it on the 4.
Yeah, on a 4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
On
about.
the 4 hour, it wasn't like a 15-minute. Like, you know, it's.
I know. 20% in one day. Nice, man. A little crazy there, man, but congrats. Nice positions. Congrats on 20%. Just, you know, continue to do what you're doing. Good stuff. Hey. CJ tier 1. Pushing P. Thanks for a tier 1, CJ. Can I get a WJ? You know, I just put 2 W's because it's C and J, right? Makes sense. WW. Someone said yesterday our chat's weird. I forgot to reply to that. I'm like, how's our chat weird? Maybe our chat's weird.
No, there's times when chat's on one, but it's chat's chat. You know.
Chat's nice today. Vibey.
It gets weird when a lot of new people come in and don't know the vibes. But it takes a few hours to figure it out. Plus the mods are on point. I think people have heard like legends about music being on this channel. the stories of the good old days. But it's all right. 5 minutes till closure, chat. We might get it. We came down. We never broke the previous candle on the 1 hour, and we formed a support after, you know, forming a new high, which means we formed the range. Buys above here. Once we get a closure above there, should be stress-free. If we waited all this time to get what we want, and it comes and we don't take it, then there's an issue. But if we execute,
If we don't take it, it's an issue.
It's an issue, yeah. The issue is not executing on what you planned and executing on what you didn't plan. Those are issues.
Because then you're just gonna run in circles.
Once you're executing on stuff you planned, man, it's a whole different ball game. From stress levels to success levels, it's a whole different ball game. Put yourself in a position where success can find you.
Hey, yo. Pushing. What up, Marcos?
What up?
Hey.
Podcasts
Officially out on YouTube.
W. Oh, wow. We're breaking the highs. Why is it when Marcos comes, we have so much volume? Guys, we have 3 minutes left, okay? Hold. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Hold. Some of you guys are marking executing right now. Pop, pop, pop. I hear it. I just hear MT5 sounds clicking. Pop, pop, pop. You know the sound? Pop.
I hear the other sound when you over margin, when you're fully in.
I hear it right now. This is the I have, you know, I hear it. Yes, just boom, 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 boom.
Boom.
What I want is
I can't go anymore.
What we want is 30 to push up here, break the highs, which is doing right now. That's perfect. And then just retrace. Yeah, retrace like the last 2 minutes here. Something like this. Maybe something like this. And then we should be good to drive her up. All right.
El Gladiator.
Yeah, we'll wait for a bottom wick form that like 2010, and then we'll have buy stops after. But once you break 2012, which you're doing right now, guys, like look left, you have clean traffic all the way to 2016 here. There's nowhere else to go but 2016 or even like 2017.
The 4 hour rebroke its own high, right?
Yeah, 4 hour rebroke its own high. So the question for us now is, Are we gonna get on a break of highs or on a flip, depending on where we close there?
I want a bearish closure respecting 2010.4.
Yeah, that 1 hour was a play. Wow. That 1 hour closing above
The
there.
flip?
No, yeah, break of highs, like
Break of
the buy
highs.
stops. That was a play. But I mean, we can get the same entrance though. It's just a minute left for retracement. Same buys I had during oh, there you go. Nice retracement. If you close below, then that goes to show like, okay, well, that's why you wait for closures. But if you close above,
No.
then I guess people are gonna be winners today.
Yeah, I'd really like a bearish 30 on the next 30.
I doubt it, man. I doubt it. You're
No, it's
asking for
gonna
too
ride.
much. Way too
But
much
if
with the
that
volume.
if that happens, then we're gonna have AM take us up, which
Yeah,
would be
better.
ideal.
Yeah, it'll be a lot better.
I'd be in there for 10-15 minutes probably. If this is the 8 a.m. candle, we're in and out of the trade already.
Could get a closure above 2017 at 8 a.m. And 7 and 8 a.m. give us direction.
No, we want to pull back here.
No, I'm in this trade. I don't want to pull back here.
Oh, you're in it? You savage.
Yeah, that 1 hour break of highs is just so clean. So
No, don't pull back.
clean. TP overall is 2017, 2020 levels. Wow, are we gonna retrace there? We had 12 seconds.
Yo. GJ? You're on mute.
I was saying, yeah, so no top wick here. Be very careful here. It gets a bit interesting here. With no top wick, I know everyone's like, yo, we're bullish, like we're gonna drive. But with price closed and no top wick, I'd rather stay out and miss the move if it pops up than get in right now, right? Because we know we close with no 30-minute top wick here. So if price drives, I missed the move. Simple as that. But since we have no top wick here, the odds of this trade playing out on a 30-minute time frame is a lot lower now. So I'm gonna wait for what Wickstein said, a 1 hour candle close. If this 30-minute can just close bearish here, something like this,
Yeah.
something like this, you know, and then the 1 hour candle closes above at 8 a.m. at the same given time, you have something like this on a 1 hour candle. You have like kind of like a wick fill scenario, and then you enter on a 1 hour candle break of the highs at 8 a.m. with the 8 a.m. volume. Isn't that a much better position to be in?
And that would be a celery play, and it would be 8 a.m. volume,
Yeah.
and we would be respecting 2010, and we would have better stops.
Yeah.
If I told you that, and you had the choice between that and getting in now, you know what I mean? Like, you'd probably choose what's better for your account.
Just be patient, guys. Like, if you just accept the fact that if you're waiting for that, you might miss the move. But it's not really a missed move if it wasn't a planned trade. If you weren't planning to take it due to certain reasons, you can't say you missed it. You just stayed out. So if you choose to stay out, accept it for what it is. And if price drives up here, be happy that price drove up and you missed it. It's okay. But you gotta be happy. Gotta be okay with that.
Let it rock for a half hour. Turn on GJ or something.
Yeah. But if you do get it, then you're in perfect hands. You patient paid off for you. And that's what I'm gonna wait for.
Scrolling back to find resistance is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you should be clean in 2016. Like, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm like, I was going left on the 1 hour. I just can't get back. There's nothing. Or 4 hour, I guess.
Even if it drives up, guys, like even if it rips all the way up to like 2017 here, the 1 hour can still pull back and you get a 1 hour entry at 8 a.m. for all we know, right? It's not until you close above 2017 where you got to really worry about these ranges here, because above 2017, then yeah, you can drive further up towards like next resistance levels at 2028 and etc., which we broke down this morning.
Marcus, you break even?
No, I closed full. Tapped 2016.
What'd you close
so
out?
clean.
How many pips?
40, 48.
Should have held to 50.
Okay.
Do better. Damn it.
Sick. Oh, by the way,
Good job, yeah.
I added an exclamation point podcast in the chat.
W, bro. W trade, man.
Yeah. I was looking at the 1 hour.
I think
I was looking at the daily. Sorry, I was looking at the daily, and I had resistance at 2002, and then I went back to the 1 hour, and it tapped
close above.
Yeah, it tapped 2002, then closed bullish, and I remember what Wix 9 said as like the 7 and 8 a.m. candles give you direction, and I was like, using the daily supports, daily resistance.
Direction is typically established with volume. And you're going to have the gold volumes, the 8, 9 a.m. candles, really the major volume from the markets. And typically you'll see the 8 a.m. candle give you direction, and the 9 a.m. candle will play that way with volume. A lot depends on where that 8 a.m. close, because you might get volume in the 8 a.m. candle, but your direction will be determined by where it closes. And if it closes at support, not breaking it, you can expect the next candle to break its lows or break its highs, to go back the other way.
So clean. Yeah.
It's very similar to the way we treat daily closures.
That would have been, I didn't take it, right? But that would have been on the buy stops that we had mentioned, the 51 pip stop loss, and TP would have been for 60 pips. But most likely what we would have done was maybe close partials at 10 pips, 20 pips, and then let the rest run towards TP, break even, or entry. Our entry would have been at 2011 on a break of the 1 hour highs. That was the initial buy stop we had placed, or we had mentioned. Yeah, 1 hour is just that was it, guys. Like, if for those that come in late now and you guys are wondering why gold shot up, just draw the resistance here on a 1 hour candle, and we close above the range. 1 hour onion play, support formed, resistance should get tapped. GJ, yeah, GJ fake go back into the range here. I had no trust in this 1 hour candle here, and it looks like we're just gonna reject. Wait 23 minutes here, and you should get some positions for sells coming down.
Shut that mouth, 9. Yes, sir. Will do.
Yeah, what's next for resistance, Marcos? You said you looked left. Where do you see it?
I got a 4 hour at 2025, and then the daily at 2063.
Yeah, next 1 hour resistance 2023. Yeah, that's clean.
And then I just showed the daily at 2063. I mean, if this daily, if we don't get the move today, the daily is clean if it closes. And if you look at the daily, it's just clean traffic to 2060.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we need a closure above 2002. It's like a 600 bip range. I mean, aggro day tomorrow if we don't get it today. But there's a lot of volume today, so.
The wick for the week has been made.
Yep. Yeah. I think next will be a lot cleaner with this closing.
Yeah.
Yo, Bear had a chance. His 15 closest bearish here, or his 30. No top wick. And then we'll get a retracement at 8. And then boom, 8 a.m., 8:15. That's your position. We'll be in that. Yo, you see my century, Marcos? Fuck. The Gary V. Like, it wasn't.
I'd seen that already. It's so funny.
I'm like, no way. This guy says I'm saving 100, of a second. I'm like, okay, no, you're pushing it, man. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play it, bro. It's like, come on.
I had to go watch a real Gary video yesterday just to see his high pitchedness.
Bro, his voice actually so high.
I never noticed it. I always thought he was just like talking, and like he gets a little hype-ish when he gets like really excited to meet somebody.
Do you know why?
I swallow every piece of gum.
What's bomb so low?
What?
Swallowed every piece of gum that I've ever chewed in my life. I don't think it's cool or anything. I don't think it's fucking amazing. It's just the truth. I think it's efficiency. I don't think I want to give it a hundredth of a second putting it in a napkin.
I thought he was trolling.
I swallow every piece of gum. I've swallowed every piece of gum that I've ever chewed in my life.
Bro, what the fuck? How much gum does he eat, man? Oh man,
Where does that even go? That goes to like your appendix or something.
that
right?
stays in there for a long. How many years was stay, or not years? Like how long does it stay in your stomach for?
I don't know. He's gonna
I
have.
don't know. I think it's like a myth that it's like negative, but let's see. Is swallowing gum.
Google
Man.
it.
It generally is not harmful. The folklore suggests that it sits in your stomach for 7 years. But it's true that your body can't digest it. That's funny. Yeah, it's like a urban legend. The streets said that.
8 hours? That's not too bad. 1 gum a day. So he can only chew like maybe 3 pieces a day. 3 pieces of gum a day max
Saving it for later.
to digest it properly. Yeah, Gary. So we did an X-ray of your body, and we found that you have a lot of gum in there. Hey, ADM retracement.
Told you, want this next one to close bare.
5.
Respecting 2010.
Yeah.
8 a.m. volume. Take us up.
I'm just gonna draw it out now so I can clip it later for you guys. All right. This is. This is the play. If we can close like 2010 or 2011 with 500ish, that'd be perfect. And then we drive up like this, and then push further up. This should be your next 1 hour candles. 9, 8, 9, 10. I don't see why not. We might struggle at 2017, but if it closes above there at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., man, we are gone towards next resistance there. Yeah, time's moving pretty quick this morning. It's already 8 a.m. here. But gold just looks a lot cleaner than yesterday, right? We have you have more of a sort of a direction today than yesterday. It's like Monday, it was kind of slow, it was kind of sluggish. We're just in ranges. But today, overall, we got a breakout during London, and that continuation should continue during New York session into the NYC Open at 9:15, 9:30. Did you catch those buys this morning, Marcos?
Nah, I wasn't awake. They look clean though. You have what was it, 20 pips?
20, yeah.
20.
It was. I wanted this to play out, but 5 a.m. couldn't do it, obviously. And that's why you didn't take Basels above 5-minute candle. She break above and retirement. We explained. We had buy stops initially. We wanted buy stops above 2011, but I said I'm gonna wait for the 30 close above or the 15 close above and then have the buy stops. But the last minute of that candle just shot up, so I'm like, well, that was a position. So now we're just waiting for the 1 hour candle. We'll have a lot of opportunities today, guys. Don't worry, plenty. Plenty, man. Plenty. It's only like Tuesday today, and today looks like more of an algo day than, or much better day than usual. GG should come back down. I'm expecting it to drop back down. Yeah, that's why I told you guys to be cautious of the bias here, right? On the 1 hour candle, just look at the 1 hour time frame. It closed just at resistance, never closed below. So just kind of at any given point can just come down and flip bearish to reject that resistance. And that's why I want to sell below 151.591 because that's gonna be a fake out back into the first range. I don't got buys until like 152 now, 800 probably. Impulse entry to move there. I don't think it's an impulse entry. Like if you look at the 1 hour candle, it was just simply breaking the highs after the 1 hour candle closed above the range. And that's what we discussed earlier. I don't think it was an impulse. No, it wasn't an impulse at all. Actually, just a resistance here, support here. This candle closed above on the 1 hour candle. You break the high. It was a 4 hour break of the highs as well, and volume just drove price up. Impulse entries would have been like entering like here, you know, like here, and then yeah, before this candle closed, just entering as it was running up and still open, just impulsively because you feel like you're missing on the trade. That was more of an impulse entry. But breaking the highs, that's more of a planned trade. It's like a plan after you break the highs. Hey Don, you've been catching good moves in London? Yeah, but I'm on charts for like maybe 30 minutes max. Like this morning, I was on charts from at 3 a.m. I didn't see anything. I'm like, all right, back to bed, and then I just chilled in bed. And then at 5 a.m. I got to get breakfast, and I saw the gold move, and I just got in 20 seconds, got out. While I was eating, I was just like, what's gold doing? I'm like, okay, 4 hour candles flipping. 1 hour candle has no bottom and wick. 30 minute start replay. At the same given time, why not? And then boom. That was it. That's all she wrote. It was from here to here. It was a 24 pip move going up, and that was it. The single channel caught though. I mean, if you're in the single channel, you would have ate, but I'm not gonna get up and stream for like 5-10 minutes, right? There's no point. So this is a single channel. This is last night. This is yesterday at London. Yesterday London, and then you had today at 5:36 a.m. Like the signal was sent at 5:36. By 5:38, we were break even. And we got 20 pips.
Signal channel's been eating this month.
Yeah,
I see it all the time. It's always when I'm sleeping. Exclamation point Discord. Yeah, they do eat. Facts.
Yeah, even the Discord chat. Like, if you guys aren't in it yet, join it. Some people don't even know about the Discord chat, and it's just join it. It's a community. It's a free chat with same mind traders in our chat and our live stream chat. And you guys can just discuss and talk about ideas here. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like met other traders through our Discord and are now talking offline and stuff too, creating connections, discussing onion plays, starter plays while we're not streaming, which is dope. It's like I wake up and I see like, yo, did you catch that starter play? I'm like, whoa. They're talking about, you know, it's like yeah. London always eats nicely with GXTR streaming too. Whatever, your face has a chalk thing. Look.
That's funny. You know who that is?
I don't know what it is.
It's FaZe Simp. He's a Call of Duty player. He's nasty.
Does his name get banned now?
No.
I'm pretty sure that word is banned on Twitch.
I know.
Why do people go for singles when live streams are available for free? People want trades that I take too off stream, because we take a lot of trades off stream too. I took like 3 trades off stream yesterday, or 2 trades off stream. I bought a dog in Discord. Nice. I met my wife in chat. We have a baby. What's the name? What's the name? Oh, fake out. Tell me the name.
The video. The podcast video is now available in 4K.
Oh, my bad. It went from 360p to 4K.
I know. It was 4 gigabytes. Crazy.
It's long. That's why.
Yeah, it was 4K at 4 gigabyte. I mean, at an hour long was ridiculous. I don't think it's actually 4K. I think it just has 4K capability because we both have 1080p. Exclamation point 4K. Facts.
I gotta update this. I think we're up like 80 pips this month in March. Last month we're up 250. The month before is 31 pips. These are our yearly stats. These are our stream trades.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah. This year's been beautiful. I don't know what's been beautiful, or maybe our trading style, or we just developed over the years.
Developed. I think we got we have the playbook for one. I think we also just are more experienced. Honestly, like we should be getting better, right? Just from experience.
Yeah.
Theoretically, like you want that upward trajectory. Can we keep the trajectory forever and hit 99.9% one day?
I think so. Who knows?
That's the goal. Steph Curry style.
It's possible. It's not like it's impossible, right?
Yeah, you take 100,000 3-pointers, right? Your percentages are pretty up there.
Just adding new things each year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we hit 14K. Yeah, we hit. Yeah, thanks guys for 14K, by the way. Appreciate the 14K.
Prediction, man. It's coming true.
What is?
20K by summer, 50K by Christmas.
Let's see. You stretched on the 50K part, I think.
No, I'm not. Yo, chat, I've told him, what was it, December?
I gotta grind, man. Yeah.
I told Don in December, I said, you're going to have 20K subs by summer, so June. And I told him I'll have 50K by Christmas. I'm telling you, I'm manifesting it for him. It's that exponential growth.
I could see it.
50K is possible, 50K soon. See?
I believe.
So does the U.S. soccer team, but it ain't gonna happen.
How long you been training for? Been training since 2018, late 2018, so around 3 years. Almost 4. 3 years and some pocket change. GSL's below 151. Yeah, so now look, we warned you guys with the fake out, all right? The fake out. So now that we're driving back, if you get a closure below 151,561, you should be clean and dry further down. I don't see why not. I do not see why not.
Got that
Below.
support a little lower, yeah.
540-ish. Yeah, then you're good. This range going down on GJ today is gonna be 4 to 5 pips, and then you're gonna go buys at 80M too. It might be a 2-position day for us today. Plenty of opportunities there, guys. Just chill, all right? Most is caught in a day. A day? I remember what the most caught in the most I ever caught in one trade ever was 1,000 pips on gold, and that was when I was a swing trader.
GJ flipped. Vamos.
Come on, Baminos.
I know what the most I ever lost was 1,000 pips on EUR USD.
EUR, your USD. Why'd you say EUR?
I don't know. I lost my whole account and I wanted to cry.
Sucks, man.
I was literally just stacking it against NFT, bro.
Gary V, if he was a Forex trader, I like blowing accounts.
I try to blow accounts at this point.
Trading is just so easy to me. I over leverage. I like the grind.
I don't want to use leverage. I go to the bank and I buy the currencies. And then I walk home.
Fuck Uber. I invest in Uber. Bruh.
User stat.
Yo, DVS channel is gonna be the first videos are gonna be skits for sure.
Gary V was a Forex trader. Yo, that's a good idea for a video though. Gary V if he was a Forex trader. I'm gonna do impersonation. Nah, that's funny.
Oof.
He goes like, he bites his nails like.
I relate, bro. I bite my nails so bad.
I don't bite my nails. I don't know why I don't.
Ugh.
But it's good I don't.
I'm trying to get some of that anti-nail biter thing, but I don't know.
I don't bite my hair or I mean my hair. I don't bite my nails or pull my hair or anything like that. If anything, I just shake my
Is that a
feet.
thing, pulling hair?
Yeah, if you're stressed, a lot of people like they pull their hair.
I don't know. That's new shit to me.
All right, gold. If you close below, then I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry, but
We could
Closing like this. This is exactly how we're gonna close.
you better pray. I'm kidding. Who's Gary V? Gary Vaynerchuk.
Bro, you don't know Gary V?
Gary Vaynerchuk.
Shaking my head. Shaking my head. I left those all at my parents' house. I don't want to bring any of them.
I got 30 of them. Who wants them?
You
Hey,
did you get the originals?
I made profit yesterday on Token Trove.
I know. Congrats. You sold.
I sold one at the peak. At the peak.
Everyone I know that I told to buy is now happy that they made money.
I sold one and left two running risk free. Yo, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot bigger, bro, because he said book series 2 is like, what do you say? He says how series 2 and book games is the least some of the least profitable thing you can do with book games. So fuck,
What he
bro.
said, friends is?
Yeah, he said like everyone's so hyped about book games right now because you can use it to buy VFriends 2s, but that's the least thing. Like that's the
It is
the least you can do with it, and there's a lot more in the next years.
But theoretically, it is. But it he has it so you can burn them for like
Yeah.
actual NFTs and stuff. So in theory, if something that you can redeem it for is a higher price than a VFriend 2, then it would be more profitable that way. If you got Gary V on stream, I want to get Gary V on my podcast. That's a goal one day.
I can see him doing it just because. You know what I mean? Just because you're not like.
Yeah, he likes to show love to smaller creators.
Like I wouldn't see him doing it if he were like massive. Like,
I would wait. I would want to build up some episodes first. I've got some people in mind coming up.
You're gonna pay him like 300K.
One of them is Wix9. The story of Wix9. I have to think of a clickbait title. Pretty good.
you're gonna have this Magnus guy in the chat's going, "Shut up your teeth, Wix9."
From order blocks to seller replay. How did he do it? From order blocks to seller replay.
I know chat wants to know the story of Wix9.
From EMA crossings to the buys above here.
Hey, speaking about buys above here, 3 minutes here, and we gotta push up here, man, if we want to drive. This 30-minute candle must close above 1910, chat. I want us to close like 1911 900, 1911 500. That'll be perfect. Right here is kind of.
That's clean. It closes above.
Yeah, it'll be really clean.
Then you would have to wait for something. It'd have to be like a smaller, like a 15-minute onion or a 15-minute fake out. That's like what I could see happening.
If you didn't have this over here and you had like this, I guess you had like this candle was a lot steeper, then you can have a buy stop on like the break of this high instead, and boom.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna just drive without us if it closes above and respects. It's like the infamous 8-10 move.
It depends. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, that might just drive. I mean, GJ's driving too.
I might just go back into the range. Yeah.
Back in the range.
But hey, that's why we wait, guys. That's why we wait, right? Look at this count. It did. No top wick. Nope. Came down. Retraced.
If this 1 hour closes doji, and you could theoretically cross it out, and then this next 15 closes fake out back above 2010, that's decent.
Here's the thing though, because if we close doji, I'll be more comfortable if the 4 candle closes above. But that 4 candle looking left closed below resistance. Like this candle opened up at 9. Yeah, it closed below. I think my resistance is marked at. Let's see. It closed below this resistance here. 2006.900.
Mm.
So it's kind of given can still flip bearish to come down towards like 1998. So that's why I think I need a closure above, not doji here on a 1 hour. This is our generation, guys. My generation right here. This
Word. How old
this
are you?
gold range is my generation.
Only 20, 21?
21.
You could blow accounts for the next 10 years and be ahead of the game, dog.
Garrett,
You could blow counts till you're 47 and still be young.
And still be young.
You still have 40 more years ahead. You could be 87 and start
Blowing
forex
accounts.
trading. You're only 87. I envy you.
I'm 45. I wish I was 87.
Just be grateful.
You know, that regret that you didn't take the trade in a man's eyes when he's 90.
Yo, he'd be like, go to retirement home and go talk to those guys at 87, 89. They regret every moment in their lives.
Are you making this FX trade into an NFT? Like blueberries?
NFT.
NFTs? Are you on TikTok?
Bro.
Yo, Marcus be at home practicing this shit.
Oh wow, we're pushing back into the range. Oh no. Woo.
Smell
Well,
you later.
Hey, aren't you glad we waited? Aren't you glad we waited, chat?
This is how we do. Someone said he's definitely not going on my channel now. No, Gary's funny because he likes it. He likes when people do it because you got to think it's just making him more popular.
Yeah, like, who's
Like,
Gary Vee?
Someone in chat's like, "Who's Gary Vee?" That's just we just did free marketing for
Yo,
him.
he might become a meme over the next couple of years, to be honest.
The art of memes.
Here, guys. So this 1 hour candle here closed bearish, respecting this resistance, and it closed rejecting this resistance. Back into the range we go, right? And as we're starting to come down now to break the 1 hour lows, go back on the forward candle and let's discuss the forward candle real quick. Let's go on the 4 hour time frame. So you know that there's a resistance here, right? This is where price closed. So let's go look left and see where price closed. Because we discussed this moments ago, you closed slightly at this resistance. You never closed above. So at any given point, this forward candle could just rip down to create a support somewhere. And it can be like 1995 or it can be like 1989 levels, right? Go back to the right. There's a minor support here at 1998. And this is a forward candle. So at any given point, this forward candle could just come down, create a steeper bottom wick, and then drive back up later after you flip bullish again. But yeah, understand that this forward candle could just drive down here. All right, so there's no sells for me, but I would love for buys. I just think you need, what price may do here is it may just create a new range here, and we might just come down towards the levels down here, like in 2000-ish levels, or we might just stay in this range on the 1 hour here for a bit. But just be aware of this range here. It gets a bit tough here. Yeah, a bit difficult.
DJ, on the other hand,
yeah, GJ is doing what GJ is supposed to do, but close bearish. Staying close below though. Still a bearish closure. I think you need a 30 closure here. If you get 830 get chat, you close below 151475 at 830. You should be good for sells. From 830 to 9 a.m. coming down towards 151. Should be a clean 40-50 pip range going down, alright? This 1 hour can't just close right at support though. So I'm waiting for his 30. Yeah, this is the range that you're gonna spend a lot of time in today. You're gonna spend the next couple of hours, or not hours, the next couple of candles in this range here before you actually get a breakout. This is a range you want to just be wary about. This is your piece I want to catch up here. You want to avoid this range. This is a no-no. If you're trading this range, you need help. You need to find God.
or come back when you found God.
Come back when you find God. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this is a good lesson of not being attached to a trade. We waited for an optional position, stayed out, didn't get it, didn't lose any money, didn't get any positions. Win-win. You hit break even, Marcos?
No, I closed 450.
Oh yeah, you eat it up.
It
Voila.
was like a minor. You see where that like candle closed at the top, 2016, basically, right at that wick.
Yeah.
It's like 50
Yeah.
for 50. It's a 1-to-1.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, it was decent.
Perfect.
This is no way to.
You might get a fake out here, guys. Because look, if you close below 2002, people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, sells," right? You're breaking below the range, and then people are expecting price to drive further down. Understand though, it's gonna be a range one breakout, and at any given point, you can break back into the range. And while price is doing all of that, it's just creating a steeper bottom look on a 4-hour candle if that were to happen. So you can actually anticipate the flip of the 4-hour candle after you break back into the range. Yeah. Oh, yo, I didn't watch Genius yet. I didn't watch the last episode yet.
I watched it yesterday, man. So fire.
Was it better than episode 2?
I don't think any episodes are better than the others. I think it's just different parts of the story. I like the third one the best because it sheds the most light on the current Kanye. And it's HD. It's kind of fire.
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, makes sense.
More familiar faces in the last one too. That's modern for us, younger generation.
Are your signals an NFT? If you're blowing accounts right and left right now, like right now, it's a good thing. It's a process. Yeah, it's a process, but it's not a process if you don't learn anything. You gotta learn something. You gotta learn something through the process. You can't just blow accounts and just fuck it. Tomorrow it's new me, new account, new me. No man, it's the same you. If you're not making adjustments, if you're not adapting, right? Yeah. This is just this ranger, guys, right? Because you closed bearish, but you had a support here. It's a very small range, very, very tiny range right in here. It's a mini range. Yeah, I think you need 30 closures below here. 485 below here for sells, fake out. This range should get filled here, and then we should exceed the lows and close below 830. And then we close below 830. You driving all the way down towards 151, 200ish levels, 250.
I got a 41.
Make sure with, because look at the forward count, guys. So we broke this down this morning. The forward candle on GJ closed bullish, but right at that resistance to the left here. So this kind of rejecting was kind of expected, right? You were at resistance. We didn't close above. It's kind of indecision level. If price is going to drive up or if price is going to drive down and retest the lows.
If this is what the candle looks like at 9 a.m., I mean 9:30, we should have some kind of a sell.
Yeah.
Position. The volume, right?
Yeah, NYC. Nisi.
You just expect.
Nisi.
You gotta expect the volume. We're not doing, right? We're doing technical analysis. We're doing price action, right? But we still understand that, you know, fundamentals move the market, like volume and news, right? Like market opens. So we don't need to know the fundamentals, but we need to understand that that's what's going to move the market. And we have to wait for a catalyst to actually move our setup, our position. We don't want it to just trickle to where we're going. We're going to be in a trade forever. But just be aware that we need, you know, you need either a market open, a market close, news, some kind of catalyst to drop in order to drive the market. So until there's volume, what can we expect? We can typically expect to pull back our range before we drive.
Yeah.
But it's 8 a.m., so there should be an expectation of volume. And if 9 a.m. candle closes like we just said, like that, it's gonna be a 4-hour closing at resistance, which means the next 4 hour could just drive down, and it would be 9 a.m., which would be volume time.
Someone mentioned earlier that like yesterday or today during London, someone was like, "Yo, we have a lot of our entries on break of highs, or sorry, not break of highs. Current break of higher lows, very very accurate. It's pretty even though. Looking at this chart here, it shows it all. Like, I'm surprised though. We had no seller replay entries. I think we did, but we count them towards break of highs, lows, and a higher time frame because it's just break of highs, lows, and higher time frames, right? But overall, yeah, interesting. Pretty on point analysis though on gold. Like candle by candle, we broke everything down to a T. Starting with the 4-hour time frame, going all the way down to the 1 hour, the 30, right? The 8 a.m. candle, the 7:30 candle. Why does candles on reject here, and why we're ranging right now? A lot of it discussed today. We got news today. Yeah, you have some minor news at 8:30. Trade balance USD, very minor news. And then you have more minor news at 10 a.m. Overall, shouldn't be that crazy. If a red flow doesn't affect right now with what's going on around the world, then a yellow floater shouldn't do much. Not expected.
Oh, it's kind of crazy. It's the first time since I've been trading where red folders have just not done anything.
Really? I think during the coronavirus when it first popped off,
Yeah,
there wasn't gonna do much.
I think especially
they're doing their thing. They're just not as effective as other news around the world. So they're not the leading factor. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, we already have so much buying pressure on gold. It's like
the war is the dominating variable here.
Yeah, you have so much buying pressure. It's like, what is a PPI gonna do? Some numbers. You think people are gonna look at that and change their decision? No.
Like unemployment numbers, like typically that would, unemployment numbers, gas prices, all of that typically would, push or pull the market in different directions. And right now people are like, no, I'm fine with higher gas prices. It's okay being unemployed. There's a war going on.
Well, you think there's people that you got to think these people are like, if this is like they have millions and millions and billions invested, they're thinking to themselves, why do I care about unemployment if a nuke could go off tomorrow?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, unemployment claims went up. More unemployment, less unemployment.
Yeah, no one's gonna be employed.
There's a war going on. What am I employed?
Hey,
Yeah.
you might have 15-minute range one breakouts there. Breakouts. Yeah, I think this thing looks like a push here. I wait for this 15, guys. I think it's 15 here. If you close above like 1910 here at 8:15,
2010
around 2010 2012, you can get a 15-minute wick fill. It's just stock's gonna be a bit big, but you're over at TP. Like, you're expecting price to exceed 2017 levels and then 2022 eventually.
I'm gonna need to go back and record my voice. Remember, I said we might not get a closure here. It's just gonna drive up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the classic Dombo, record the voice and then do before and after.
Interesting. Might get a wick for her, guys. It's just stops gonna be pretty
not pretty
interesting. But hey,
pretty.
we got GJ and we got GJ.
Pretty not pretty.
What trade are you taking? No trades. If I'm in a trade, I'll tell you guys like I'm in a trade. Like, I'll tell you guys my buy stops, my sell stops, my market executions, my TV, my stops. It's all on the screen like 5-10 minutes before we actually are in. But if I'm not, then there's nothing on my screen. So right now there's nothing on my screen. It's just the ideas that we're pointing out, but there's no official trades yet. So you guys will see. Don't worry, guys. You guys get a lot of opportunities today, man. Trust me. A lot of opportunities today. A shit ton. What are we waiting for to see on GJ? So I want to see this 30-minute candle. Or this 1 hour candle close below 151.484. That would just be a range one fake out, right? Because overall, you're looking at from this perspective, you had a resistance marked over here, right? And then, oh, sorry, over here, and you have support drawn here. This is a range formed. So this is a range one breakout, which we stayed out of, no buys, right? And then once you close back into the range officially, you should drive down to retrace this whole entire range and fill the range at like 151, 100 levels. It should be a pretty clean trade if that were to happen. Worst case, if we get positions at 8:15, 8:30, we'll get positions at 9 a.m. All right. But I think the 30-minute candle is a play here. The 30 on GJ is a play. Stops are gonna be like roughly 26 pips. TP's gonna be down for 33 pips on GJ.
$15's about to close on gold.
Binance sets to ban U.S. imports of Russian oil as soon as today. Ah. Damn, U.S. imports of Russian oil today. Damn.
It was expected. It's unexpected.
Yes.
Way overdue.
This 1 hour wick fill is gonna be so nice at 9 a.m. if we just retrace and stay right where we are. Oh wow, 15 closed there. If we can get a nice bottom wick chat, I believe on the flip break this highs here, you can probably go up minimum towards like 2013 here, and overall you're looking at 2017 here. If you get a nice bottom wick and we use dash or stops, it's not bad for positions at all. I'm looking to see like 2009 get tapped, 2009.300, and then have like a 30 pip stop. TP's up here for 50 pips. This 15 here, just look at it from this perspective. You had a resistance here, right? This is like a range one fake out. And then as you're closing bullish now at the support, creating support here, you should come out to retest the highs, which is up here. So you can take advantage of that range. And overall, you're expecting the rest of the range to get filled at 2017.
You wanted the bottom wick really
Yeah.
to tap 2010, maybe like 15 pip wick, maybe even longer. Or maybe even the bottom of the body of the previous candle.
You want a nice bottom wick to use as stops here, and that's the reason why I didn't enter yet. I just want a decent bottom wick here to use current cops, because you can't use previous kind of lows. It's gonna be like, man, you're looking at 80 pips, right? But overall, you're expecting this thing to drive up. If you're okay with 80 pip stop and 80 pip TP,
There you go.
yeah, there's a play. There's what we just broke down. Yep. Look, you're tapping a resist. If you guys got in, you're tapping this resistance now. So this kind of could just reject at this level here. So take advantage of that. Take your partials. Stops to break even worst case, and then just trigger stops or just close full as you're tapping these levels here. That was a push. That was the position that we wanted. If we were to use current count stops. Yeah, I saw it, Ted. I saw that. I was looking at this 5 earlier. I was looking at this right here from 2007. From there, and just kind of just boop. Yeah.
That was clean.
Yeah, it was clean. Very, very, very well broken down. Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of possessions after 9, I think, with these 4-hour closures. The way they're looking.
If you guys can get any positions, don't trip, guys. You just wait for this 1 hour candle close. Worst case, 9 a.m. candle closes. You have like a little retracement here. You pull back. You close above this resistance at 1910. The next 1 hour candle at 9 a.m. 9:30 should just pop up and fill the wick and fill the range, tapping like 2017. Overall, 2018, right? That's your initial target. These levels right over here. Yeah, like that 15-minute stop was how big? 6 pips? That was your push.
15 pips, I would have been in it if it hit 2010.
We have a guys. We can get the same thing on a 15-minute time frame that we just drawn out on the 30-minute time frame now. If we just pull back to like 18, 10, 18, 11, and then we do something like this, right? This candle closes like this, huge wick fill. Next 30-minute candle pops up, fills that wick like so, and then you have an advantage from this area right here to this level right here. How big is this range? That's a solid. You're looking at like 20 pips minimum, and then risk-free break even close partials TP is up here for 60 pips after. That's where your overall plan should be. Next, all right, that's my plan next, 8:30. Or we might get GJ. I wouldn't mind both. GJ's looks very clean too. Yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't drive. If you close
The GJ daily.
yeah, is it flipping? Oh yeah, I forgot about the flip. Wow, you have clean ranges. You have self stops on daily runners or?
In the flip.
Yeah. If you want smaller stops, you can jump the gun on a fake out and have current daily highs as stops, and overall a 40 pip stop instead of like a 90 pip stop and TP down here. Because that fake out should take you down to flip on a daily.
Yeah, but the entry on the fake out was the flip of this current candle.
Oh, you didn't close it, right?
Me?
This kind of should rip down. Yep, rip down. Nice. 10 minutes here. We gotta survive within this range here. That'd be perfect. Keep in mind, all this is going on right now, and we haven't gotten a 1 hour closure above it. So. That was nice. This 30 here, I just realized no bottom wick on the previous 30. Close respecting the support. 2007, 2006 levels. This kind of just came up. It's not bad. I might sample size that a bit more. Cause cause we've been talking about no bottom wicks for a long time, right, Wicks? So like if we have no bottom wick and the next candle comes and your bias is pretty bullish, next candle comes down, respects the support, creates the bottom wick,
Makes that bottom wick,
and you enter on a flip instead. And we can look at that a lot more this year.
we did that a couple of times. But
Really? I
people
don't remember that.
we did that like half a year ago. People are like, whoa, I don't think I would have taken that position. But it worked.
There's a lot of nuances to it though. There's a lot of things that
it's an experience position. Like you really have to have some experience and know what you're looking for, how the candles are forming, what's behind the formation of candles. You know?
yeah.
Biden's banning U.S. imports of Russian oil.
About time.
Not oil.
Exactly. If you're not understanding what's behind the formation of candles. Experience.
See, start making close to 7 minutes here. This 5 minute broke previous fives, 15-minute create a new bottom wick. Patience. Yeah, this thing. This is how I'll look next. Yeah, let's see. if we don't close above 1910 at 8:30, then you're forced to probably wait for the 1 hour candle. Because now you're just gonna be in this range here, and you don't want to be within this range. Or this range at least. This now becomes your new resistance. This is your support, and this is the new range you're in, right? New range created. You need buys above here, buys above here. Then 8 will be the last push if we do get a push. 4-9. And NYC's next, right? And then you look at a forward candle. It's like, okay, well, what's the forward candle doing? It's gonna be interesting how we close there. 36 minutes left too. You taking sells on GJ30 close below? Yeah, I'm looking at sells on GJ too. Sells. This is the sells that we talked about all morning here. Same exact scenario here.
25
Yeah.
pips.
Yeah. 5 minutes for a closure here. It's gonna be a 22 pip stop loss. TP is gonna be like 37 pips if you close. Should be overall clean. Every time we close back into the range here, where we go, right? We came down. Came down. Came down. This count should just come down as well to the bottom of the range here. 151072. Range 1 breakout. It's clean. And daily count flip as well, right? So this daily count, you can start to see a flip now. As yesterday, you closed below this resistance here today. So this is where it gets interesting. Because once you flip it on a daily, man, you have more ranges to go. You have ranges come all the way down towards 150 here. Solid. I don't know what to do. Go to GJ. Go to GJ.
They're gonna be at separate times.
Same 8:30 candle, I think.
You're not
30.
getting on gold at 8:30, really?
Yeah. 8:30. You get this 30 closes above, respect making a support. You
Oh,
come down. Fill that wick.
Expect a quick bottom look. If it closes up,
Yeah.
gonna open up and be like a 20 pip and then flip. I know a lot of people won't be ready for it.
2011.960 right there. Perfect. Or both pairs can just respect support and we just might
Yeah.
get positions.
Or both pairs can move without you.
Yeah.
Option number 3.
See, the most likely one is that we get one position.
I love gold in this state, man. Oh, Ted's here. Hi, Ted. I'm behind.
Yeah. If you were here from this morning, like there's no reason you guys should have lost on any positions today. If anything, you guys would have avoided a lot of positions, especially GJ. These buys here that a lot of people look for closures above, right? And that's the issue with like coming to your charts and just labeling buys above here, sells below here, is you're very likely to get faked out on within those first range breakouts. And that's when it comes down to just the higher time frames. The higher time frame leads you to the smaller time frames.
Look at all the indicators that was a fake out. I mean, you look at the daily, it's so bearish. It was a daily top, but you look at the weekly, it's bearish. I mean, if you look left on the 1 hour, it's just traffic. I mean, there's like all of the indicators to tell you.
Mm-hmm. 2 years of experience? I got 3 years. 3 years and some change. It'll be 4 years by the end of this year.
What's that?
What?
Trading.
No, like
Experience.
yeah, since I started trading.
It'll be 4 years for me in August.
I think this is my 4-year anniversary, either this month or last month.
Mm.
Gang. Isn't that kind of
Basically.
weird? How we all started in the same year.
Yeah.
2018 was the year.
It's like the 2003 NBA draft. Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, like 2003 draft was stacked. Ted's like it's like Shaq or T Mac or something from the '98 draft. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's a good comparison. I love Tim Duncan, bro.
Nah, Ted's like Dirk Nowitzki.
I'm the mellow.
No, I feel like because Tim Duncan's got all the Tim Duncan for me
Oh
is
yeah.
like the greatest power forward ever. And he's like, but he's underrated. I don't know. Ted gives me Tim Duncan vibes on on and off the court. Dirk
Yeah.
Nowitzki,
Very smart player.
Yo,
Tell me,
they kept Shaq off the top 75 players of all time. Did you see that?
Did
Really?
they really?
Yeah, Shaq didn't make the list. I was fucking
Huh?
nuts. All
He's
the
like-
centers came out like, where's Shaq?
I put him like top 3 centers, top 5, top 20 all time, top 10 all time. That's crazy. That person should be fired.
I didn't see him. Is he there? Where is he? I didn't see him. Show me.
Oh, he is there. Wicks is capping.
No, I want to see it. I saw Charles. I saw the whole presentation. I was like,
Hey, gold here. 20 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking.
I saw they put Barkley and then I didn't see Shaq. I was like, what? I was pissed off. They did that during the halftime of the, right, or the beginning of the game for the All-Star game. That's what I was watching. I didn't see Shaq come out.
Hey, so we need a nice bottom wick here, chat. Once you get a nice bottom wick, let's see. So we closed bullish on 30 above that resistance. Creating support here. So we can't use previous candle lows. It's gonna be 9 pips. You gotta use current candle lows. Till this next resistance, you have like 14 pips here, and then override TP's at 46 pips. So if you come down towards like 2010, 2010.30, we'll enter buy stops and we'll have this up here as a TP, and then at these levels up here we'll close partials. But I'm gonna need a decent wick since I'm using that as my current candle stops. All right. If I wasn't using this as a current candle stops and I'm using previous candle stops, I wouldn't mind entering on the flip here. It should just continue up towards a 2013 710 minimum, and then overall 2017 should fill the wick once again. All right, 15 closed bullish as well. Looking solid.
Oh, you're right. Shaq is on there. You know, wasn't on there. Dwight Howard. Fucking scrub.
Hmm.
But they could have put people on like Morning, Mutombo. Like these guys were big. Like, you know, McGrady. How do you not put? Oh. Maybe that was my generation. I can see why they didn't put like Klay Thompson and Jokic in there because they're like fairly new.
I'd put Howard in there. I mean, I would have to. There's so many good players. It'd be tough. I
Yo,
can see.
you guys have
I
buy
can see
stops?
good- Yeah, I got buy stops.
Yeah. Got buy stops here,
Sold?
chat. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in, chat. Buy stops on the breaker that's high. That high. It is going to be Oh, there we go. So this is my buy stop. Got it activated here. That's the entry. This is the TP, and this is the stop loss. Current candle lows. We got 10 pips here. Stops break even. Gonna close partials here, and gonna let the rest run until TP now. All right. There we go. 20-second trade.
What's your full TP?
2017.100. And there you go. That is it. That is it, chat. Nice. Yo, I was so distracted there. You guys were talking about the NBA. I was like, I'm locking into this position. I am not missing this goal position here. And then we had buy stops. That was efficient.
Yeah.
That was clean. I don't know if you guys are getting in though, because you guys.
Candle.
I got in.
Right here.
I think everyone got in.
Yeah, like we discussed how like we needed a bottom wick here, and once you get a bottom wick, we have buy stops, and then boom, like it was just overall so clean.
Ooh,
It
might
should
have survived.
it should run towards TP if we survive this next, I think, 5 minute. If we could just break, if we break 2014 985 before the next 5 minute candle, we should be good. But if we don't and we stay within this range, the next 5 minutes should pull back, and then we should be good. But TP should get smacked here. Yeah, there we go. Now you have clean traffic. I think I'm moving my TP down to like 2016 and 146 here, guys, around there.
We closed another 20% at
Yeah.
25 pips, 25%.
No drawdown. Let's go. Nice. You getting Wix?
I'm in,
Oh.
but I have my TP set a little higher than you at the tip of the way, 2016.80.
That was my third position on gold, just in this range.
We waited,
Come
chat. We waited. We didn't get the 15. We didn't get the 7:15 entry. We didn't get the 8 AM entry. We didn't get the 8:15 one. We got the 8:30 entry. So we missed a lot, but paying off here.
I'm about to close full.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
smack. They just hit TP.
Closing forward, guys. 30 pips here. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
At the tip again.
Very nice.
At the tip again.
Very nice.
I couldn't even call the signal, man. Not gonna lie to you. That was so quick.
All right, they ate during London.
Yeah, they during London. It's okay.
Signal channel could take a break. God damn it. 50, 60 pip.
Yeah, Signal Chat's selfish lately.
But that's why there's a signal, right? You pay for it. You get what you pay for.
Onions and fake outs all day on gold in this range.
Yeah.
Whole time.
Anyway, GJ.
GJ is going to be a
Came
slow
all
grind.
the way up.
GJ's a slow grind.
Glad we chose gold.
Yeah. GJ is more like it feels like it's the higher time frames that are moving just slow. You get like 100 pips in a whole day, whereas gold's moving 200 pips in a small range. Look, that he's making that Instagram story.
Yeah.
Gotta edit up clips today. There's some good clips, man. Some really good clips that we don't even realize we talked about. Here we go. Closure above the range on the 4 hour.
That was a very simple trade, man. If some of you guys try selling gold today, I don't know what to tell you.
I just don't know how.
If you've been selling gold since the war started, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Gary V be like,
I tell you, I'd rather sell gold now and get the experience for later.
Just sell gold to get the losses. I love the losses.
Just build up your loss portfolio now, and you'll benefit in 37 years. All right?
And if you lose for the next 30 years, you'll still be young.
Oh man.
yeah, that was clean. Whee! All right, so what's next, guys? Some of you guys may be asking what's next now. So now is when you want to slow it down, take it back a notch, and wait for this 1 hour candle to close. All right, it's gonna be next positions. You're looking at 9 a.m. to 9:30ish, around that time, right? Because now you're tapping this resistance. You're just in this range, and you need closures above this resistance now for more bias going up. Once you close above like 2016, 2017 here. Once this forward candle closes, you should be good to drive further up towards let's see here. If you close above this resistance, 2016, looking left. Is there traffic anywhere? It's like a workout, man. All right. So you close above there, and you have some minor traffic up here at 2022. So yeah, I think you need to close above here, or minimum you gotta close above like 2013. But overall, you close above these ranges, you're looking good to draft further up towards 2022. If that breaks, then you're looking for up towards 2028 today. But those are your next strong levels that you gotta be very cautious about. All right. If I were you guys, I'll be patient here. Wait for the 9 a.m. candle to close, and then this 4 candle. Once you close, I think 4 looks a lot cleaner. I think the 4 hour here looks. If you close above 2020 or 2020 on a forward candle, the next forward candle has nowhere to go by 2028. So Just look left. There's some type of resistance here, right? And I think you really need to close above here. If you don't, you're gonna be some range for the next forward kind of. Not bad though.
Like, why look for something right away? First of all, you're a winner. Like the job's done. Like today's job is done.
Job's not
Like,
finished.
Job finished? Job not finished?
Job not finished.
What's there to be
But-
happy about?
All I'm saying is there's nothing to be happy about. There's nothing to be upset about. You came in, you did your job, you just keep going about the next day. I don't know why there should be any kind of emotion. Like I don't go to work and I'm like, oh shit. Here's this 9 to 5. Shit is coming. No, you keep it level-headed. Be in control. Don't let shit around you manipulate you. And once you're in control, look, you can pretty much tell what's next. Hey, we go over this every day. There's a little pullback, maybe a range for the volume, right? Markets need catalysts. Market needs fundamentals and things to drive it. You don't have to be necessarily a fundamentals whiz and know exactly like everything that's going on, but you have to be aware that there are going to be catalysts to drive the market. When can they happen? Probably at the next volume time. But take advantage of that. Take advantage of what you know, of your knowledge. Forget the guesswork. If something is guesswork, don't do it. Don't go that route until it's actually knowledge.
Hey, Ted, I sent you the Zoom if you wanna come by. It's up to you though.
We can't be emotional. You got to be in control of every aspect in life. You can't get emotional when things get rough, right? In real life, you go to the DMV and you gotta wait for a long time. You can't just be like, fuck that, and throw a chair over and just, well, you got to keep your emotions in check. And most of the time when you keep your emotions in check, things will work out even better for you, because people tend to gravitate towards stability and people that are in control of the situation. And you'll see over time, instead of asking the questions, you're going to be the one to answer them.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, you know what's good about this? If you get a 1 hour wick fill Wix 930 looking sweet.
9:30 would you have to understand that, like, hey, we can arrange because that catalyst might come at 9:30, and if it does, and we do close the way we want to, like, then you can do the Gary V and regret at 90 that you didn't execute. Or you can execute on what you know, on your position, on stuff you planned for, and walk out a winner.
Ted joined quick.
Yeah, because who the hell wants to type to chat?
Morning, Ted.
Hold that.
Can you explain why you took buys, Don? All right, I'll explain it one more time. So you had this range formed on a 30 right here, right? And it was the exact same entry as the 15-minute time frame, but it was on the 30 because we missed the 15 due to the fact that this 15, there was no bond wick. We missed the move, right? And then the 30 did the exact same. We closed on the 30 above this resistance. This 30 now reacted as a strong support, closing on support. This next 30 just shot up, right? After created a bond wick, we had buy stops. Boom, TP, done. That was it. You can kind of just ignore this over here. That's what I did. I just kind of ignored this and went off based off of the traffic to the left. That was it. Alright, unmute themselves.
School is useless, not going to make you rich. Yeah, but it'll put you in a better position to succeed. You'll definitely be in a better position with a diploma or with some knowledge than you are without some. Will it be worth it? Yeah, I don't know, but you'll be in a better position.
Ted's muted, I think.
I might call it an early day.
Really? Yeah, packed tomorrow, no?
I took 3 days. I mean, I only took 3
Hello?
trades, and I got a pack.
You got a pack?
Pac-Man. Pac-Man.
Better go get that bacon, egg, and cheese.
Stay till like 9:30.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay for that NYSE closure.
I thought you were leaving now. I'm like, now? Really?
No, I'll stay for
When he says early, he means like 9:30, not 11.
Yeah. 9:30, not 11. Normal time. Old school normal time, I should say. The old time.
You can justify it today. We're on days done. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to see if gold closes above 2017, 2018. And then go from there.
I think I heard Ted for like a split second.
Yeah, I don't think he's at his desk. I hear this is banging sounds. Ted's slapping the shit out of his MT5 right now. Wow, gee, I'm surprised GG did not run, man. I guess it's the 1 hour closure. Here's what we need.
You see people running trading view and MT5 out of their cars.
Yeah, people are doing that VR now, and that'll give me a headache.
But like, how are they doing it in their Navi? I've seen people doing it on their Navi.
What up, Tyler? Crazy people think aren't satisfied. Even if you miss the trade, the knowledge gain is... Yeah, exactly. The knowledge behind that trade, the patience, everything was immaculate. Like we waited like 2.5 hours for that trade. Or 2 hours, I'll say. There was no drawdown. It was in and out within 30 seconds. You know, all that waiting for a 30-second trade. Worth it. Now you just relax. You might get some more opportunities too. Plenty of opportunities above 2017.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, my mic isn't working.
What mic do you have?
I don't even know. It's this headset. So I'm using my webcam right now.
Oh, webcam mic. Ooh.
Yeah, it's garbage. I'll have to go buy another mic. Yeah, gold sells or gold buys are pretty easy today. If you look at the hourly, we had support at 2002. All we needed to do is wait for it to pull up, similar to what's happened in previous days. At 7 a.m. push down, 8 o'clock pushes up, and then we continue to move. I think people have to stop trying to guess things. And there's no change in direction right now for sells. So we should be buying the entire time. What you have to do is you just have to take more pending entries, similar to what you did earlier with like 1212 or 2012 or 2013 to like the top of the range, right? So if you look on the 5-minute time frame, it was pretty straightforward. There was a whole bunch of traffic to the left on the 5-minute. And then essentially all you had to do is pick your spot, which would probably be the top here. Truthfully, I don't like going into wicks. This is the wicks right here. So this is essentially your range. If you map this out accordingly, this be your support at this point, and this would be your resistance. Essentially what you're doing is, as soon as this candle flipped bullish, you're just holding your positions. Your stops probably could be over here, but I place my stop below this area here and just ride it up to this level right here. The fact that it went into here, that's just a bonus. but I don't consider it holding. It'll probably pull back a bit, and then this becomes your new support to then drive further up at that point. The daily candle was bullish, so it's pretty straightforward. We're not going to change direction. We're just going to get a pullback for better entries for the New York session. I don't think there's any more to discuss. People who are selling gold with this candle here, you're stupid. That's basically what happens. You're just, it is. It's sad that people don't understand market structure. Market isn't just going to go up like this, right? And you can see numerous times, probably over here, that we always pull up to a high and then we come back and then we just continue past that high. If this was going to be a sell, you would need to have essentially a candle that would pop up over here, reject, and then start to drive down heavy, and then the next candle do that. So this here, everyone's like, oh, that would have been a nice sell. Yes, but where would you have closed? It's a very, very tough sell to close. You could say, okay, well, I could take most of this position here. The better part about this trade here, or this sell position here, is as soon as this wick comes down to this area right here, basically this zone, now you sort of have a support for me, and you can say, okay, I can take buys above this level right over here. And this obviously would have caught you a bit on the fake out, because it would have driven up and pulled back, but that's because it's the 7 a.m. candle, so you wouldn't really worry too much about it. But more importantly, you'd be planning your trade for the 8 a.m. candle, which is this candle here. And why is that? Why do we get that push up here? Once again, created the high in the London session. We pulled back a bit, and then now we continue to drive up through the North American session. That's what people have to start understanding. They have to be able to tell the story. But at no point should you be looking for sells. I understand that you could take sells here, but you're just playing with fire, because essentially what happens if this candle here only drops to this point here, right? And then it just goes up, then what, right? I would rather wait for this to pull down and then keep moving a buy stop to this lower level over here, or even this level over here, and then just allow the candles to form and then start to drive back up in that direction. I wouldn't try and take market orders necessarily over here. I'd wait for clearer direction. Essentially, once this wick is formed, you can see the idea of wicks don't lie. So this is where wicks don't lie comes from, that each of these wicks are now forming a little bit higher, right? And you can see a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. So knowing that, the next wick will probably form over here and then continue to go up at that point, right? Because wicks don't lie in that direction, right? So, and then people say, well, how do we know if it's a wick fill or a rejection? Well, you can see here, we had a wick fill because we have momentum versus a rejection, which we don't really have. I mean, you can say that this was a rejection if you want to say, and then this was a wick fill here because you had a rejection for the top, the drive back down, and then your wick fills here. But anyone selling gold right now, the only way that you're going to sell gold is if there's a ceasefire in Russia and Ukraine, they remove sanctions from Russia, and things are restored back to normal. And then the interest rates with gold, with the US dollar, interest rates come in, and then gold drops. That's the only way that you're selling gold at this point.
Yeah, people are selling gold over here, and they're like, "Oh, it's a liquidity grab. We're gonna flip bear drive."
But why? Everything from price action to fundamentals says, you know, don't be a hero. Plus, everything says your bigger positions are going to come to the upside. Just wait for your bigger positions. You have room to go, and you have volume, and we have direction. Like, what more do you want? Figure it out. We said, let's wait for the next catalyst, the next volume, and take advantage of it and take our trade there.
Yeah, and if you also look at when you saw last Monday, remember last Monday we were at 1884, 1894, and we drove all the way up that week. This week we did the exact same thing.
It was
So
a pullback, yeah.
we came back heavy on Monday and then drove all the way back up, and now we're continuing. So you would have been able to see the exact same thing.
Right here.
Absolutely. Even the weekend was the same thing. We gapped up heavy.
That's right.
Came back down on Monday, created the weekly wick, and pushed up heavy. Yeah. For the rest of the week.
Yeah. So if you saw that, I think on Friday we talked about that on your stream, Don. I told people to buy in the afternoon last Friday and hold over the weekend. So I think some people did that.
They did. Some people came back on Monday talking about it.
Yeah. Because that was the one thing that I talked about is that 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time, go buy gold and just hold it over the weekend.
I mean, yeah, right. Because the war talks haven't settled down. They've intensified, and the worst stuff has been happening over the weekend, so it can't really be reported by mainstream media.
Yeah. Like, well, the other thing too is we know that there was going to be there's always something that goes on the weekend, and everybody sits back and is like, "Oh man, I wish I was in a position over the weekend." And I was like, "Man, I'll take a position over the weekend."
You forgot to enter, right, Wix?
What was that?
You forgot to enter on you forgot to hold over to open that account and hold over the weekend.
I have that small account that I was gonna do it on. I completely forgot. I was out on Friday, but I had full intentions because we knew that's what was gonna happen. We discussed it, and it was just an obvious thing. There was no way around it. And if you've been paying attention to the news and to news around the world and watch different countries' news, you kind of had an idea what to expect, where things were lining up. And yeah, it did exactly that. It had a massive gap up. It was more bombardment, more news of the war. And then on Monday morning, all of a sudden, we had again more talks of a ceasefire and a second corridor creating. And always by Monday, they try to calm the news that happened over the weekend down because everything's already settled in. We had a couple of days of every night news, Fox News isn't running their primetime shows. CNN wasn't running their primetime shows. It's just people wait till Monday to get that, to absorb everything for over the weekend. And it's been a couple of days, so it kind of settles down. And like Ted said, for it to come back, we need something drastic to come back the other way, like a ceasefire that's actually going to hold, or some kind of agreement on territory, or Putin taking an off ramp or something. But until then, there's nothing stopping gold from just going up.
So here's a perfect example of someone. Gold is down 43 pips from the highest, right? So trying to explain that, hey, it'd be great to sell because you get 40 pips. When gold is moving 70, 80 pips to the upside, 40 pip moves back are not a big deal. The challenge, once again, becomes when that 40 pip pullback reverses back up 80 pips very quickly. So when people are trying to call these reversals and these tops and get in and get out, there's no doubt you will get a few trades. I'm always speaking in the highest probability language. Okay. One thing that I always have taught is I teach for the majority, not the minority. There's no doubt that you can catch a reversal here of 20 or 30 pips very quickly. There's no doubt, but do that trade 100 times and come talk to me and see what happens when this candle rips right back up again and hits you at break even. The simplest form to trade is just to trade with the trend and just be patient. It's very, very easy to be patient. You're going to get a pullback right now because it's the end of the hour. We know that we're going to get that pullback. That doesn't mean you trade that pullback because we don't know how far that pullback's going to be each time. Right now, pullbacks are strong because the drive up is strong. But we don't want to be those traders that take these pullback trades, because where do you close? Where's your closure? Where's your exit? There's no exit strategy. Whereas when you go to a buy at this point, we can say to ourselves, okay, if we are going to go up, this area is going to fill, right? So we can technically wait for a trade to start to drive up, and then you essentially have a 50 pip range right here. Grabbing this pullback here, we don't know where we should close. Are we closing down here? Are we closing over here? Like, where do we close? Where do we place our stop? Our stop just goes above here. So if it keeps hitting it,
It's so arbitrary, right?
It's very, very difficult to trade that kind of idea. Because I know what people are doing. People are essentially saying, okay, once we hit this area here, I don't believe that we're going to go up anymore. So I'm just going to sell like up over here because it's the high right over here. And I say, well, how many times will you be burned? Because the next candle will just pop right back up, right? It's very hard to trade these ideas. Can you have an idea happen there? Of course you can. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll have some success with that. But it's looking at the probability. If you did that trade 1,000 times over 1,000 scenarios, how profitable would you be? How many times would you get stopped out? How many times would it just reverse on you and continue going up? How many times would you be able to, figure out where your take profit's going to be? It's just very scary. And you're playing with a pair that is very volatile, so you will get those pullbacks. It's just something that I don't recommend. If you want to play with fire, that's great, but there's just going to be that one day where this pullback lasts for 5 minutes and then it blasts right through your stop, and then you're going to complain that you got slipped. It's just very, very tough. Like, what you can do right now is the 15-minute pulled back, that 15-minute candle pulled back. You can now wait for support to be formed on the 15-minute here and then continue that drive up if we're going to continue bullish at that point. But to be honest, I think everyone got like 30, 40 pips. I don't think you need to do anything anymore. I'm done for the day as well.
You have a lot of positions today?
I had 4.
Yeah. I had 3.
Yeah, I had 4 positions. I had positions from 2004 to 2007, and then I closed at 2009.
Yeah. Don, forward thoughts? I think as Ted said, so this 4 candle is opened up here. It didn't. I think it closed. Let me check again. Let me break it down again. 2015 275 here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we closed above the range. Yeah, we closed above this resistance here on the 4-hour candle, like the most recent 4-hour range. So I would expect now for this next 4-hour candle to just drive up. I think you're gonna wait for a bottom wick first. So you're looking at 9:15, 9:30 after the bottom wick is established and formed, and then we should be head up towards like 2024 pretty easily. 2024 or like 2022 levels, around those ranges. Those are my next targets for a day if I'm looking for positions still. Going back to the current charts here. So we got a bottom wick here. This thing could drive, but I'm gonna wait for 9:15 here, and then once you get that bottom wick formed, we'll get more buys going up.
Only 1 minute into the new floor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna come down and create a stupid wick. Pretty sure. If you want buys, 30. What?
And then at what point are you taking this? Because now you got to take it at the break of the highs, right?
Mm-hmm. Or you gotta wait for a 30 closure above.
Yeah.
Or a 15. Yeah, because the 15 closing chat would indicate the support form. There's no support formed yet until this thing actually closes in about 12. For all we know, this thing could just rip up and rip all the way back down to create the bottom wick, for all we know, and bounce back into these levels here. So wait for that count to actually form first. But yeah, 30-minute wick fill, not bad. Yo, you have one position today, Wix? Or what?
Yeah, just the one that we took on stream.
I honestly thought you weren't going to enter it.
Why?
I don't know, you weren't locked into it.
I wasn't locked into it. It's a good thing you said something.
Yeah,
You know what it is though? I had buy stops placed on the top of my screen. I told you, like,
Oh yeah,
150, 200 pips away on top. Just
drag it down.
out. All I did was just drag it down real quick. Like, oh, he did a guy. So I drag him down. I think I got activated even better than you did. Because I dragged it down real quick and I went a little lower.
I couldn't even have biases. I just mark executed as we're getting closer out. It was too quick for me. I was on a stream, I was talking, I was doing so much shit, and I just had to mark execute. But I got the same entry I wanted though.
I got 30 pips flat, 20, 12, 67 was entry.
Yeah. I got the exact same entry I wanted, like 2012, 9-2. I got out at 2014, 2015, around those ranges.
Yeah.
Not bad though. 5-0 for the month. 19.54 for the year. Let's add over here. Pretty chill there.
Yeah, the only loss I had this month was in Asian session.
Yeah. Me too. What time was that trade taken at? 8:30, right?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm here for more position strat. I'll be here till like 10 a.m. cutoff time probably, depending on how we look at 9:30. But I'm here to NYC and I'm open for more positions if we have opportunities. Pretty sure we will have opportunities though, but it's nothing that we're gonna force, right? What kind of entry was that? Break on the 30, I guess. Previous, current higher low, half. Yeah.
Took your live session to class. Hey, that's a dub.
Not bad. Yeah, we have a podcast. It's just a chill, like a chill. I don't want to. Was it a podcast, Mark? It's just a talk, honestly.
That's what a podcast is.
I
It's a
guess so.
talk.
Yeah, this is
It's a conversation.
a convo. Casual. Huh. Dominant gaps, where does it close? You are at TP or at top of the gap? What gap? When it slips, you mean? I closed full before I hit TP, so I didn't even get TP. I closed way out. I closed a bit before. I usually close manually. Like, I hardly ever let my trade runs to TP. Or I just drag my TP down below my initial TP. Yeah, I mean, you missed it. Yeah, if every time like you're about to get activated and you're like a pip away, 2 pips away, like at that point you might as well just mark execute. Because if you put a buy stop, you're mostly gonna miss the trade, the initial entry. That's what I did there. I knew I didn't have time to place a buy stop. It was too much to do.
You can also place a buy stop. Say, for example, you want a buy stop coming in, right? You know that there's going to be a buy stop that you're looking at, and you're just waiting. So, say, as an example, you wanted a buy stop, say over here, right? So that you could take your trade going up. What you can do is place your buy stop up over here somewhere, and then just drag it. Just grab your mouse and drag it down so it's always ready to move.
That's how Wix did.
Yeah, Wix9 does that.
Yeah, just keep them up like at some random level, and then just drag them down. I do that too. I keep them up above here, and then I'll just grab a buy stop to just drop it so that it just basically closes in on that position. Instead of having to try and go right click, new order, pending order, buy stop, enter the time, like all that, just already enter them and just rip them down. But I mean,
Two positions?
Well, no, just setting up your buy stop. Like
So
you can
you do
put
it.
your buy stop up here, right? They were saying you do it up here and then just drag them down. But I mean, to be honest, people should already be preparing for all that. Like you should already have all that set up before you even come like to the charts. Like at 7:45, 7:30 a.m., if you're playing this 8 o'clock level, you should already have everything mapped out in your head. Like, okay, we're probably going to hit this target. I don't know where we're going to start over here, but I'm going to put a buy stop, say above this area over here, and I want this range right over here, and that's what I'm looking for. Like, you should already have a lot of those ideas mapped out before you even, like, you shouldn't even have to think about the buy stop and be like, oh, I didn't get enough time to do it. It's like, you should already know that's what you're trying to do. Like, all these ideas should be planned out way in advance.
That's how Don gets a lot of these Raven moment videos, Raven Simone moments videos on Instagram. As he plans them out, we'll show him on stream what we're looking for, and then the candles play out just like we drew them out.
Yeah, like we discussed them way before we entered the trades. Like that last trade was like 10 minutes, like 5-10 minutes before. You shouldn't be scrambling. Like you should have a deal that you're about to enter.
Yeah, the trading's been super easy lately with gold. If you've mapped out your ideas and planned ahead of time, it's so easy right now because the 5-minute candles moving 30-40 pips, like that's huge. Think about it. You're getting an extra like 2 or 3% just by holding a position open longer than one 5-minute candle. Like it's massive.
You're going to supercharge your account. This is the time.
Yeah, 100%. This is exactly like March of 2019 or 2020. Yeah, so March of 2020. Yeah, March of 2020 with Trump going off on the virus. Like there was times where like the 5-minute candle was like 80 pips.
The spreads were massive though. It was like 100, like 50 pips at one point. 100
yeah,
pips.
because they had problems moving gold from location to location because the planes weren't flying. But as soon as that was gone, oh man, it was great. Yeah, because I remember my March of 2020 was my best trading month ever in my life.
Can you guys please repeat? You can go back on the streams.
This is YouTube. No.
Yeah, I remember 2020.
And so you can see this sell, exactly what happened. Pulled right back up here. So your sell now is dead, right? So this 115-minute candle, instead of planning for the support level to be formed, you try to take a reversal trade and now you're stuck because it just comes right back up here. Where you could have planned at 9 a.m. to take this push up and just had a nice easy move up.
Ego, people want to be super.
Yeah, it just sucks because trading's not that difficult. It's just people make it difficult. They just want to be heroes when you don't have to be heroes. If you can just remove your ego from trading, it's so much easier. Like if you're not worried about how many pips you caught today, you're just worried about having a positive trade each day. Like trading is so much fun because you take a trade for 5 minutes, you collect your 1% or 2%, and it's just you're done. And you can leave and you can be like, yeah, I did it again. And every day you come in and you say, I did it again. And it could have been like 3 pip profit. It could have been 5 pip profit, 50 pip profit. It wouldn't matter, but you set a positive position. And you knew you were doing it right because you were in the trend. You were in the right direction. You were following your trade plan. It's so straightforward. And then people blow their accounts because now they're looking for an extra move when if you wanted this move, then you should have held your position. You should have basically held if you wanted to take, instead of taking another trade, you should have basically placed your stop below here and just let it run to the top of this area here, or now let it run and keep moving your stop. Now your stop can move here, right? And just keep moving your stop as you go, or close partials as you continue. Like, don't try and enter in a stale move. That's a lot of times what a lot of traders do, is they'll be like, oh, I missed this move up here, so I'm going to try and grab this. And it's like, if you've already taken a position, or you missed this whole move up into this area here, why do you want to fight here? Why not wait now till we break out of here and come up to a better area? Like, there's a lot of planning involved. And honestly, if you missed this area here to drive up, that's the trade. Like, don't even bother coming back and looking at the charts. Don't waste your time, because it'll go up again, but you're going to fight through a lot of stuff over here, and you're going to have to wait a little bit more. Don't try and chase something. This was the trade right here. From 2003 to 2017, that was your range that you had. You had support on the hourly, you had a resistance on the hourly. All you were doing is bouncing down to go back up. You had ample opportunity to catch. The range here was 140 pips. Think about it. Okay, so let's do the math. This is how I used to teach when I mentored. Okay, your range is 140 pips, right? Let's do some probability. Okay, we're not going to get a perfect entry, so let's take 25% off the top and 25% off the bottom, because we're not going to get a perfect entry and a perfect exit. So 25%, you're looking at 35 here and 35 there. Okay, so now let's go to our charts. Okay, so 2003 is the bottom. So 2006 to 2014, right? Around there. This is now your range. Okay, so now your range is 70 pips. And out of that 70 pips, say you want 20 pips out of that range. You now have basically like 3 times the amount in this area to catch that is available for you. And then all you can say is, okay, where would I have caught those 20 pips? There's 20 pips here, there's 20 pips here, there's 20 pips here, there's 20 pips here. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to catch those pips. Well, maybe 3. This doesn't count because we're above this area here. But you can see, even if you got the worst entry and you closed early, you still had a huge probability for a profitable trade, because you knocked off percentages just to say, okay, I know I'm not going to catch the full range, but if I need 10 or 20 pips, I have a huge margin of error to collect out of that specific area. And that's all you had to do. And if you do that every single day and you look for that kind of idea, it's easy, because you can afford to make mistakes, you can afford to get a bad entry, but then your probability will always make sure that you're going to be, for the most part, on the winning side of a position.
I'll pay where your stop loss be, Ted. Wait, that's when you dissect the small time frame. You dissect, you come down to the small time frames. You look, okay, well, how did we close? Where did we close at? Did we close
That's
above
right.
support resistance? And then you use previous candle lows or current candle lows,
Yeah, and this is the thing. Your range here is 70 pips, and you know that we're not coming back to 2003, so you can afford to say, okay, I can have a stop below 2002, and I can open up a small position, and I can continue scaling into 2015 to 2016, something of that nature, right? These are things that you should be planning right away. The trade this morning was very, very easy. This was your plan. Okay, so let's do this. We'll break it down very, very straightforward. Okay. These candles didn't exist. Okay. These candles didn't exist at 7 a.m. Right away, what can I see here? I can see a zone. Oh, that's not good. It's black. I can see a zone right over here, right? We can all agree that this is a zone. I can see that this is a zone here. I can see that, okay? So now what I have to look at is I have to say to myself, okay, what time was this? And this happened. Okay, so those are the questions you ask yourself. Okay, so we know that this is basically London session, right? And then this is basically now back. So, and then we can say, okay, weekly candle, and then daily, right? Those are my two questions. So these are the two questions I ask myself every day. I ask myself here, what's happening with my current weekly candle? What's happened with my daily candle? Okay. And if my daily candle and my weekly candle are bullish, more than likely we're going to continue bullish. And what I'm saying to myself is, okay, where is the weekly high? So it's the weekly high. Yeah, where's the weekly high? And then what I'm asking myself is, okay, how are we going to get there? Am I okay? Fundamentals. Okay, what is happening mentally? Sorry, I spelled it wrong because I can't see the white when I'm typing, but fundamentally is with a D. What is happening fundamentally? Right. So like all these things that I'm asking myself at 6:30, 7 a.m. And then from there, I'm planning and I'm saying, okay, if we were to go down and continue down, why are we printing this candle here at 7 a.m.? Why are we printing that candle? It makes no sense. Because if at 8 a.m. we're to drop, price should be above here. It should be back at the highs because of the fact that we're going to continue to drop. So knowing that, my plan then is if we don't break this structure here at 8 a.m., we're now going back up. And this is the range that we're playing in at that point. That matches up with the current candle going bullish, the weekly candle going bullish. Nothing's changed fundamentally. And based on the movements of gold, we're driving up in that point. And then all I'm doing is I'm going on to my 5-minute time frame or my 15-minute time frame, and I'm looking for an entry at that point. I'm not making things difficult for myself. There's no point of making things difficult for myself because it's very straightforward. And that's all you're doing every single day. And there's going to be times where the daily candle is bullish and it's going to flip bearish. And what you have to do is you have to say, okay, why did we flip bearish? Was there high impact news? Was the stock market rallying so people were leaving gold? Did we hit an all-time high, a weekly high, or a daily high? Are we coming towards the end of a weekly candle? Things like that. So then you evaluate and you keep adding these little things into your trading plan so that you know that, hey, we hit a weekly high. I don't want to trade right now because there's no way that I know which direction we're going. Maybe we hit a daily high. I don't want to trade the daily high because I don't know if we're going to continue to break it. So these are all those things that you keep adding to your trading plan at that point.
Simple as it gets.
Yeah. But the thing is, people don't want simple. They want to make it so that it's very difficult for themselves. And then, they feel as though that if it's not difficult, then it's not worth trading. And it's like, no, it's supposed to be easy. I'm supposed to be able to come to the charts at 8 o'clock in the morning and trade for like 5 minutes and make my day's profit and leave. I don't have to sit in the market for an hour and wait for something. It frustrates me when I sit in the market for an hour because I know that I didn't do something right.
Yeah.
Goal is really to take advantage of the next candle, right? Next two candles.
Why,
The
Tom?
ones the more you're sitting there in the market, the more you're exposed to risk, the more
Yeah.
chances you have of anything, of something happening that goes against you. Less exposure to risk is always better.
Yeah, and you can see right now we're pulling back again for the New York Stock Exchange open
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that, there's a little bit of volatility entering the market. So now you're going to go through another institutional wash, which I call, because buyers and sellers are entering the market. And it's basically, you're going to sit there and you're going to, play this half hour as turmoil, and then 10 a.m. it'll start again.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10 a.m. here because this thing's on closed bear. 9:30 might rip down to create a steeper support, like 9:10,
Yeah,
and
find
then
support.
if we can just create support and close back up at 10, we'll be good. Now it's like gas stuff. Like, do you want to stick to 10? Like, you gotta win today. Do you want to stick to 10? If you want to sit down to 10, then by all means go ahead, right?
But even if you're gonna do that, I mean, you were told what to look for. How many people here? Like, there's almost 1,000 people here. How many people are really gonna take advantage of what they just heard and like this knowledge? All you have to do is apply it. Are you gonna apply it? Did you learn anything?
Yeah, and then see, here comes all the random questions. What confirmations are you looking for in 5 minutes before you click buy or sell? I'm not looking for any confirmations. I'm looking to make sure that all of my directions are in the same way. I'm looking to see that my 5-minute candle's bullish, my 15-minute candle's bullish, my 30-minute candle's bullish, my hour candle's bullish, my 4-hour candle's bullish.
Bingo.
And if they don't all line up, then now you're playing with probabilities, right? The simplest way to trade is making sure that all your timeframes line up. At the beginning, if you just started trading and this is your first year in trading, the easiest way to trade is make sure that all your timeframes line up. And then the question is, well, what if some of my timeframes don't line up? Then there's no trade. Until you get comfortable navigating when 2 out of 3 timeframes line up, 3 out of 5 timeframes line up, then there's no trade for you. You have to get used to waiting so that you're comfortable, because when you're waiting for a trade, you're watching and you're understanding what's happening, and then you can start adjusting your trading plan. But from the beginning, your simplest setup is follow the trend. All your timeframes match, pick your entry and pick your exit within that range. And that's all you're doing every single time. And you'll find maybe there's only 1 trade a week for you. That's trading. That's trading. You'll only take 1 trade a week while everyone's taking hundreds of trades, and you'll sit there watching everyone pass you by, and you'll cry. You'll sit on your bed, you'll put your head in your pillow and cry, because you know what? You don't know what you're doing. That's fine. But one day you will know what you're doing, because every day you're going to come in and you're going to look for that simple setup. And as you keep looking for that simple setup, you're going to start to notice things. You're going to say, hey, I don't need the 5-minute candle to line up with my hour candle, because I know the hourly candle is going bullish. So I can take a 5-minute candle entry that's bearish because I know we're going bullish. Oh, now I can take a 15-minute pullback at the bottom of that wick because I know the hourly candle is bullish. I know it's just a pullback. I'm not afraid anymore. That's what you will do. You have to do this on your own. There's no way that anyone can teach you how to take entries. Oh, here's a 5-minute entry. You take it on this area. You do this over here. You have to experience it, because you have to understand where your comfort level lies. I can take entries on the 1 minute Can I teach you how to do that? No, because there's lots of times where the 1 minute candle drives down 20 pips and you'd be freaking out. You'd be like, oh my God, it's dropping. And I'd be like, no, it's just, this is what happens sometimes. I don't know why it does it, just does it. And I think, you know, people have to get used to that. They have to get used to the fact that there's going to be instances where you're going to have issues with the trade and it's not going to be perfect. And you have to get used to the fact that it's, you know, an anomaly and you have to just weather the storm. I just think people want the exact formula for trading, and that's going to ruin you as a trader. Because as an example, you had a trade here on the, this was the 30 minute. Look, you had a 30-minute candle drop over here. Oh no, it's back in 2003. What if you taken an entry over here at 2007? You're now 40 pips drawdown. What do? Do you close your trade? Maybe you move your stop to here. What do? Do you go on the basis that you're just tapping this one last time? Right? Like there's lots of things you have to understand with trading, and you have to be able to, you know, help yourself. It's very tough. What do you do over here? Candle pulls all the way back into this area here. Do we close? Do you let it run? Like, what do you do? Right? It's your comfort level. What are you going to do? Either answer is correct, right?
Chat, we may have positions here. 9:30 here. We're gonna be closing above 2017 here, and I'm expecting this next 30-minute candle to drive up. So we got the bottom wick. We came down career before our bottom wick, and then this next candle should open up, create a new bottom wick. Once we get the bottom wick, we can use that as stops, or we can use previous candle as stops. TP would be up here at like 2022 400, and stop loss would be the previous candle low. You're looking like it's gonna be roughly 38 pip stops, 37 pip stops, and then TP's up there for like, you know, yeah. You need a bottom wick here though, and we should be in. That might be the bottom wick. But I'm gonna wait for I place my buy stops here. I don't have anything right now yet. Nice. Yeah. Now I'm gonna place the buy stops. Buy stops are gonna be placed at 2018.675 here. .675. Anyway, I see you should push it here. Stop loss. There we go. All right, so I'm in positions here, chat. I got in positions here. On a break at a high. TP or entry is right here on the flip. Stop loss is a previous candle low, and TP is up here at 2022 here. All right. This is the entry we got in. Oh, sorry, it's gonna be current candle stops. What am I doing? Current candle stops. It's gonna be around 20 pip stops, and TP's up here for 2022. This is overall trade. Four, 7, 8. All right, push in. Well, I think once you push up and you break this high, the previous kind of high up here at 2019 793 or 763, at that point will be like 10 profit. There's also, we're tapping into just minor resistance levels. At that point, we're gonna be risk free and taking partials off the table, and then let the rest run towards TP. But if we flip and break the lows, it's gonna be our stops. For some reason, I calculated stops. I thought it was gonna be a 1-to-1 off of the breakout lows, but the 4 pip stop. It's all right.
No bueno.
What do you say?
No bueno.
Yeah. For some reason, I calculated earlier. I think I calculated the flip. That's what it was. I calculated the flip, and it was a 4 pip stop. I think what I'm gonna do here is actually I'm gonna put my TP up here around like 20, 26-ish levels, and I have my stops on the break of the previous candle low, because that was the initial stop I wanted. Yeah, because this low here makes more sense because it's also going to be the forward current candle low. It's also going to be the current 1 hour low. It's the previous 30 low, right? Instead of the current low, because this could break. You can come down, create the bottom wick, and you can still respect this. But if it does break current candle lows, at that point, I'm gonna close half. So I'm gonna use that to manage positions, and I'm gonna have this as my original stop loss. That's the play here. That makes more sense. Overhab should drive. And then when I see close above, I don't see why not. Once you clear these highs up here, the 1 hour highs, it should just tap TP. Once it clears like 20, what is this? 2021, should be good. Trying to see.
A lot of play here in this area. I don't know. Very, very difficult here.
Yeah, it should be able to tap like 20, 24-ish levels. Yeah, it's fine. 2024, 0.100, 200-ish around those areas. Right, this is the position we're waiting on since the last position. We talked about how we're gonna have some trouble here at these areas here, and once you close above, it should indicate that you have volume to drive further up. We'll close 50% if we break current 30 lows. What was your entry?
2018-88.
Solid.
Half risk.
Did you get it, Marcos?
Yeah, same as Wix.
I'm half risk, so I got decent profits there.
Yeah, I'm half first too. That's where we're the exact same entry.
What's your stop? Current candle or previous candle?
I'm about to close half here. I don't think it's that solid.
Yeah, I'm putting my trust into this current 4 low here.
I don't think it's the current 4-hour low.
Here's the thing: if it breaks the current candle lows, the current 30 lows, it's probably gonna drive towards here. So yeah. I mean, I'll probably just close half and just put my trust into just previous 30. It really has to re-break the highs now. Like, it has to break this high up here for it to drive. It's gonna flutter in this area for a bit until it actually breaks the high. So like, what you guys can do if you guys want in chat is close out around here and re-enter once you break the highs. But I'm just gonna leave my positions open. I already discussed my plan. I mean, I think some people got 10 off the rip, but if you guys had
some people saying they closed full at 10.
Yeah.
Five flipped, respected the lows.
Did 5 make a bottom wick yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it didn't break the lows. Interesting. Mentions were 2017.96.
Just have to re-break those previous 1 hour highs. Or the previous 4 hour highs for that matter.
A lot of volume.
I was honestly expecting a push right at 9:30, just like that first initial spike. I thought we were just gonna go all the way up, but it's just fluttering.
For like 10 to 20, yeah, and then break even.
Yeah. Okay, can you break the highs? Once you break 2019 here, that's when remover stops break even, chat, and closing partials, all right? And there it is. 10 pips in profit. I'm gonna move stops break even. I'm gonna close half my positions here, and then gonna let the rest run until TP. All right.
W.
I know it's a bit tough, not as clean as the last one, but overall, this is the overall trade, and it should be good at TP here. I don't see why not. I'm gonna close actually 75%. I'm not gonna close 50. I'm gonna close 75% because of that first shot I took earlier. I'm gonna secure more here and just let the rest run. All right. Overall, chat, good trade. Not bad. I think chat was kind of shitting their pants in that trade.
Of course they were. That was a little bit of a grind, but I mean, it was pretty basic 30 closure.
Yeah.
This 5 is breaking out of that little hopefully breaking out of that little range here. There you go.
We should run up, yeah. Once you break these wicks here, 2021, there's nowhere to go but 2022. 3, 4, 5. I don't see why not.
Pick the year. There we go. Almost to the TP.
Yeah, I'm closing full. Yeah. There we go.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Good job, everybody.
W.
I used the TP function on MT5 for the first time in all year. I usually manage to close. That was the 2024 4-hour level that we said earlier.
Well, where did it close for you?
2022.0.
It closed 2023.21 for me.
That's proper slippage, right? That's the good kind of slippage.
I mean, like, you want to slip me?
Yeah, you want to slip me? I mean, I'll take it. We'll take the slippage there.
What is that? That slipped me an extra, what, 10 pips?
Yeah, well, thanks, Uncle Ted.
Shout out to Traders Domain.
Was that on the house? That was a free appetizer on the house.
He tried to make it look good on stream.
Buy one, get one free.
Like, all right, guys, they got profits. Let's look like we had something to do with this.
4-hour level just got smashed.
Damn, that was an amazing trade. Wixon, you were really contemplating that trade, really?
What?
No, you at some point you're like you were kind of iffy about it, right? At some point.
When we started breaking the previous candle, I mean the current candle lows, I just didn't want to be caught in that play. I'm confident that our higher time frames are going to play out. I just don't want to be sitting here through that play, and I'm so happy that it didn't sit there and play.
70 pips on.
I just put the trust into the previous candle low. Like at first it was current candle low. But I remember the original stops I wanted was a previous candle low. It just made more sense. It was the 4 shouldn't have broken. There was a 15 close, 3rd close, NYC open. There was no. And then
I didn't have my stops there at all. I had my stops on the previous candle initially. That's why I was looking. I'm like, if it's gonna drive down, this isn't the good time to do it. But yeah, the higher time frames tell the story. I'm glad there was no play there.
It's better not run to my 26 today. Yeah, I want to get that tomorrow.
That's second trade of the day.
Yeah, 70 pips on stream.
Patience paid.
Yeah, put your trust in the higher time frames.
If you had TP originally at 2025, there you go, got tapped.
Good job.
Good job, chat.
We might have to resend those weak screenshots, Don. Re-screenshot.
Where you see, Ted?
I wonder who all those people who sold gold.
You're tweaking.
Just stupid. Just stupid.
But Ted, it was a double top.
Yeah, 900 people watching, 300 likes. Yo, drop a like. Hit the subscribe, yo.
Just sad. You know what? You just sit there and just wait your turn, and it's so straightforward. Like, but the thing is, people can't do this because now what's going to happen is tomorrow this won't happen.
They'll chase it.
They'll chase it, and then they'll blow their account.
Wow.
Stick to the plan.
20 wins on stream this month, chat. Or sorry, 6 wins on stream this month. 26 and 5. 4, not bad.
6-0, huh?
Yeah.
They were clean. This is probably the cleanest month. It's not the best month yet, but it's definitely the cleanest. Like all the trades are just breakouts. Just like
it's not always gonna be like this though. Like it'll be a time, like probably like quarter 3, you'll see it where it just slows down. But it's definitely good to take advantage of right now.
Yeah, well, that's where. Yeah, first half of the year will definitely could probably carry the record. We might just get no volume for a quarter here. We never know.
Anybody asking for a breakdown, just replay the stream. Honestly, don't be stupid. Don't, you know what? You're insulting everybody that showed up here early. You're like that kid that comes to class late and
Late.
says, "Oh,
Ask for pencil.
Oh, we got
what
a
happened?
command for that.
What happened? Oh, did we already go through that?" You know what? If you want the win, you show up on time. That's the bottom line. Like anyone who asks for the analysis previously or says, "Oh, can you tell me how you took the trade?" You don't. You know what? Go back to bed, put the pillow over your head, and cry. Just do it. Just save yourself the trouble and the embarrassment of coming here asking for the analysis when for the last 3 hours this has been going on, and there was enough analysis here for you to catch 200 pips from 2003 to 2030. Just honestly go back to bed, reevaluate your life, and ask them why you should be trading. It's sad. It's honestly sad because, and the reason why people laugh about this, and it's like, oh, you know, Ted, you're being mean to people. It's like you're trying to trade in the hardest market in the world, and you're not even coming prepared. Like, should we sugarcoat this for you and make it easier for you? No, because all it's doing is it's giving you a false sense of security. And that's why I'm hard on people. And that's why people, they don't understand is the reason why I am the way I am is because the market is so much harder. So it's nice to have someone who tells you the straight truth and doesn't, oh, you need the analysis again? Oh, because you just showed up 2 minutes ago or you weren't paying attention. Okay, here it is. Because the market doesn't give you forgiveness. It doesn't give you an extra opportunity, right? And it's just, it's sad. It's sad that people want that kind of spoon feeding, and then they're going to go into the market and die. It's like, oh, you know, I drive a Honda Civic, but you know, give me the keys to your Ferrari and let me drive it on the track for the first time. It's like, you want to die? Oh no, I'll be fine. You won't be fine. Like you legitimately won't be fine. And people just need to understand that it's not me trying to be mean or me trying not to help people. It's just I already see the way that you're thinking. You're already not disorganized. You're already just trying to chase something. Your mindset is already wrong. I can just tell by the questions people ask in the chat if they're going to be successful or unsuccessful. Questions like, what entries did you take? Where was your stop? Can you tell me the analysis? Did you take a trade yet? Those kind of questions show me that you're a poor trader. You don't know what you're doing. You're chasing information. You're trying to copy, and you really don't have a passion for this industry. People who say, I just took a trade. This is what happened. Can you help me? That's a little bit better. But the people are like, hey, I took a win today. I just watched everybody else take more wins. That's cool. I learned something for next time. Those are the people that are going to succeed in this industry. That's the 3 types of people you have right now.
Thanks for that, Don and team. It's always so nice to have new trades today with you guys. Yeah. No worries, man. All we ask for is a like and a sub on the stream, and that's it.
Tom is nice enough to put the time at the bottom that explains where he broke down goal. I mean, every
yeah,
30
right
minutes, you're gonna get a breakdown.
Oh yeah, every not even like you get like plenty of breakdowns. Yeah, like we took out the trades called. We just put like previous breakdowns so you guys can go back and watch it. Like we broke down this whole move at like 9 to 9:30. We said how wait for 9:30. That's the next potential time we can get trades at, and we got a closure above. And then this closure just indicated volume. Like look left here, all these rejections here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are probably asking, well, why would you take buys at a rejection level? It's because this candle did something different. This candle actually closed above, whereas these candles rejected and formed and rejected support or resistance, right? This candle closing above indicated volume with NYC, and also closing above.
Yeah, I saw someone said, "Oh, look at all the wicks to the left. You should have waited." Like, there's a closure above, which with our plan negates those wicks.
Yeah, put trust in the higher time frame.
Like the
Yeah.
1 hour didn't break the highs yet, which is I get you guys could, you know, start to question that, but overall it was 9:30. This candle right here just told you the whole story. That was it.
Yeah, 9:30. The 9:30 30-minute candle specifically holds extra weight for us, which is why we didn't wait for the 1 hour to close.
It was just this. It was just the breakout. Where's the breakout? Right here. Just a regular breakout. That's how that was, right? Just a
It really
breakout.
was just a
This is
regular
it.
breakout.
That's how that was. Yeah. Nothing different. Like chat, like all the trades I took this year was all breakout. Look. On stream, breakout, 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 breakout. You know? 30, 1 hour, 30, 1 hour. That's it. Same thing all year long. Nothing has changed, right? What a good day. Well, now you can call it a day. You know, I'm pretty sad. I was honestly satisfied with the first position we took today, and that was it. But that 30 closure, I was still open at trades. And that's it. That's the day.
Yeah, those gym sessions
Advantage
hit
to what the
extra
market
good.
gave.
Like if you want more positions now, like let's see where are we tapping into. Look where we're tapping into the forward candle. Look at this. All right, we're tapping into these deadly ranges here. It gets very choppy here, and it got choppy here last time for a reason. I don't think there's any more buys until you break 2039. If you break 2040 today, then you're looking further up towards like 2050, 2060-ish levels, right? But this is a pretty heavy range here that you're starting to tap now, and I'll be very cautious.
2034.
Yeah.
2034 is a very heavy level.
Yeah, right here, right?
Yeah, because that's the weekly high.
Oh, that's the weekly high.
Go to the weekly.
Yeah.
And you'll see we're right into the weekly zone.
We broke down this weekly like on Sunday, chat. Like close above this range here. That's all that was. Like the same thing the weekly did this week was the same thing that 9:30 counted. Same idea. Closure above. Next counter just ripped up, clean traffic. And that's it.
So here's the situation on the weekly, right? So you see that we're driving through the weekly frame right now. This is either going to reject very hard and drive up, or reject very hard quickly, or it's going to drive through this very, very fast. This is a very scary area on the weekly, and now we're entering like no man's territory. So if you have a position that's still open and your stop is say right over here, because that would be the top of this area here, this is either going to pay you a lot very fast, or we're just going to pull right back down into this area. So be very, very cautious when you hit a weekly level, especially with gold, because when you go through zones with gold can go $20 in 5 minutes through a weekly level, or it will reject very, very hard and then pull back right into 2000. So just be very cautious around weekly zones, because they are very strong, obviously, but more importantly, the rejection or the pass through are very, very violent. They're very fast. Like if you've watched like a trade go through like an hourly zone, you see sometimes how they just smash right through.
Yeah.
Now imagine that on a weekly, right? There's like 40 pips here to get on the weekly zone. It could literally just ride right through. So just be very cautious. We're at a point now, if you've taken trades, you're very, very good. You shouldn't have to worry about taking any more trades today, to be honest. You should have your computer off and just enjoy yourself.
No reason at all whatsoever. Yeah, like well, I'll say for the weekly, I want to add on to that. Like the weekly, like treat it as the 9 a.m. kind of, right? So we broke above this range here. We know that we tapped this resistance. We're at a resistance level, which doesn't mean we're going to reject. It just means that there's a potential chance we could reject. And then what that could do for the next week's candle is this candle could just pull back and leave you like a wick fill this week. And then if we pull back, you know, by Friday and we leave a wick fill, then next week we're going to come back up to retest the highs. But I'll say now that we tap weekly targets, it gets a bit tricky now. But yeah, chat, I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna call it a day here. Gonna enjoy the rest of my day, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy your profits, enjoy your day. Thanks to everyone coming by, appreciate it. Chat appreciates it.
Exclamation point podcast in the chat.
Yeah, you just want to check it out, go check the party. But yeah, chat, peace out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, all right? 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Have a great day. Peace out.
Love, peace and love.
Peace out, chat. Later. Have a good day. All right. Don't overtrade. Don't over leverage. Leave a like. Sub to the channel. Catch you guys on our Discord. Peace out. Great day.